This is why you got to be here at the start.
Exactly.
You miss the best content early on.
You miss absolutely nothing at all.
You miss the best part of it.
What are you guys even talking about?
Hey,
I was away from the chat for a little while. I come back. I'm like, what? What are these people?
We're missing. Hit the button for the bot, and I'm gonna read this.
Do I have to?
Yeah, people need their stars, man. Otherwise, they can't buy their.
Do we still do that?
Yeah, they can't buy their. Live on time, come to you free of charge. Find more on anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 56th. God dang! Live edition. Long time coming. Highly anticipated, ever duplicated, often supplicated, unappreciated enough about you program. The program feature the nickel standard, penny compensated Towns William Bishop Blake ever received before me. A monitor serve out drive pick to be named later. Three people, 2 attempts, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest train wreck. What's up, Shady?
Hey, baby. How you doing?
You're
perfect.
Met by you is a Grim Phoenix Press Station associated with YouTube, iTunes, and available from every coast to every coast. Sound levels look good. I look good. You look good. We're all looking good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Dash Dances, Pantsless, Prances, Pope Hope, newbie YouTube, Cavicle Hat, GGVOD, Special Extraordinaire, 3-time, maybe more world record professional driver with over 1,000 hours behind the wheel. And a beautiful mane of hair, Mr. William Bishop.
A mane of hair. So I have a dilemma, guys. A really tough dilemma. Like one of the toughest things I've had to deal with in my life come up recently. So it's genuinely a very difficult thing, and I really am looking for people to have some input on this.
Don't even bait us into this. This is bait. Hey, remember you know the meme? You know the meme from Mad Max, and he's going, "That's bait."
That's bait. No, I don't know the meme. I'm not baiting. Send me messages if you have a response to this. What do you think I should do? Because this is really important. So there's a wedding coming up that I have to go to. I'm not like a big part of the wedding. I'm like the best man or anything like that. But I need to go to the wedding. It's for some friends whose company I very much enjoy. And since I served in the military, the best part of my service is having the special cool uniform. The nice, shiny one that says I did all this stuff and I got cool medals. And it's the only suit that you'll ever want or need. But wait, there's more. To wear the uniform, you have to look a certain way. It's actually mandatory that you not be fat in your uniform, for example. Step 1. But also your hair.
Yep.
And your facial hair.
Yep.
All things that have to be to a certain standard to wear the uniform.
Yep.
So what do? Do I shave?
You get her done.
Everything?
Get her
or
done.
Just not wear the uniform? I don't know what to do. I'm super, this is really tough. Toughest decision ever, guys. Okay? I need your help. Convince me one way or the other. Right now, I don't know. I have no clue what I'm leaning toward. This is a scary moment for me.
Oh, man.
Help, please.
You want to know my opinion, or you just want to do chat?
It's fine. No, you can tell me your opinion.
Why don't you give me my opinion?
What I think I should do.
Yeah.
What would Clown Town say?
No, stop. Before you answer, look down at your wristband that says WWCTD.
What will Clown Town do? I think that what Clown Town would do was he would just not go to the wedding at all. That's what you would do. So yeah, I guess I just won't go then. Does that make sense? I just won't have to go. Then I don't have to deal with it.
Good advice, Clown Town.
Clean up that hobo look. Wow.
Good advice. My buddy Blake told me I didn't have to go. So
yeah, I just didn't go.
But yeah, in reality, I have not opened my mouth yet. Right? I have not given my opinion.
Well, tell me. Do you think I should shave my hair off?
I do.
I have to be trim. I think I should shave.
I think you should get her done. I think you should be a lean. Okay, so first of all, props.
Why though?
Props to you for not wanting to disrespect that uniform.
Oh no, absolutely. There is no way.
Right.
No way. Right.
Under legal obligation, you are not obligated to have that requirement. Right. You could set that uniform on fire.
Yeah, you're right. I could do whatever I wanted with it.
You could show up at a wedding covered in doo-doo and pink paint, right?
Yeah, I could.
You could.
I mean, that would be disgraceful. I'd be very upset with myself.
Right.
But yeah.
But
definitely.
But I'm super proud of you for keeping that requirement, for honoring that commitment that you made back 8 years ago when you said, "I shall," and you meant it, right? So that's awesome.
Sure.
That's awesome.
At 17, there's a straw poll apparently. If you guys want to look at this, and everyone is answering correctly so far. There's 3. Oh no, well, the votes are coming in now. Okay.
All right.
Well,
let's vote.
Go vote. I don't know what to do, guys.
Stay.
It's gonna hurt my arm. Yeah, the third option, best option. Okay, so as a because I want, straw polls are an important thing. They give you an idea of what people really want. It's good to do straw polls. If you make a straw poll, if you just put 2 options in, never put the third one. I know it's funny, but it totally ruins the straw poll.
Right.
It's so hard to see what people actually are answering. It's, should he wear his uniform, wear something that doesn't require him to shave, stay at home and play Stellaris. I can't just stay at home and play Stellaris.
Right. It's not an option.
I have to actually go to the wedding.
So that percentage needs to be redistributed over the two real choices.
Right.
So
thanks, Fat, for making that.
Fat, all right, Fat. So let this one play out.
Well.
And then Fat in about 12 minutes.
Dude, another one.
Put a different one and remove that third option, and let's get a real good one. So, all right.
Just shave, because could you imagine the next month of streaming? Oh my God, Badger, what happened? That it would be shocking to everybody. I don't think I've ever not had a beard.
You have.
Well,
you've had a.
I guess, yeah. No, you're right.
You had a very short goatee when we first met a year ago.
Yeah.
You had a very short goatee.
And
what does that take you to grow that goatee back? What?
2 years.
No.
A year.
No.
Definitely. I mean, where I'm at is a year of not shaving.
No.
Right now, it's 1 year.
Oh, what?
It is.
I could get a goatee like that in about 5.5 days.
Look, some of us are better men than others, okay? Clowntown, you win the beard war. I get it. I will. Oh,
I have patches of gray coming out in my face, but yeah.
Do you? Girls like that, man.
Oh, you okay, patches. Bro? You have no. Bro. Look at me. I'm captain now, right?
You're captain now. You have gray beard now.
I'm captain. When I do either do a goatee, I get a wild hair and I'll do a goatee. I'll do a beard.
Reach ass. I'm on with the P's and Q's of wearing the uniform after retirement or discharge. So what's the deal? You can basically wear it whenever you want. It's your uniform to wear.
Right.
To be out of uniform while in uniform isn't illegal.
Right.
You're not gonna get federally charged. To wear the uniform when you don't to wear something on the uniform or wear the uniform when you don't deserve it. I actually don't know that anything will happen to you politically or civically. I don't know. It won't be brought to court or anything. Stolen valor is a real thing, but it's not taking very seriously because you don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on that kind of thing.
Right.
You could basically get away with doing whatever.
Right.
Probably your biggest thing to worry about for stolen valor is you're going to get beat up by somebody, or someone's going to see that you're out of uniform and doing something wrong.
Right.
And, how could you do that?
So breach legally, William is not required to meet that requirement of wearing the uniform. He could show up looking like a slob.
I could. Which
he could legally show up looking like a slob.
Go to jail for it.
Right.
I definitely imagine the other military service members might attack me. I could imagine being beaten up.
Yeah. Well, for sure, other military
Restart
members.
Hype, Shady, get out of here. What is with you today, Shady? You were just on burning passion to make me sad. What the heck?
What's up, King?
Is she in here right now? These freaking jerks are sitting in the channel.
What's hang
up,
on.
How you doing?
So yeah. My opinion is I will always default to self-improvement. Right? I will always default to get her done, sharpen up, get straight, do something that makes you get closer to perfection rather than be lazy, right?
I mean, I'm exploring a different path. I don't feel like my hair right now is the lazy style. I feel like I get to do a lot more with my hair. Like when I just shave my head, that's me being lazy.
No,
just cutting it off is so much simpler than
when I come in
styling it.
So when I come into your channel,
when
I come into your channel midweek, I don't see this flowing mane.
Oh, sometimes I do side. I mean,
right.
Almost every day I have gel in it now. It's fun to mess with.
Well,
I can do all kinds of stuff.
I see a hat, so I don't get to see this.
That does suck.
Right.
It does suck. I get to have to wear a hat.
And so by the time it gets to Thursday is really the only time that I see you in any sort of large, a featured full facial profile and all this in all its glory. And so as soon as we pop up to connect to do a test, I immediately
you laughed at me already immediately as soon as I turned Skype on. You're like, what?
And what is going on?
My hair?
Yeah.
Get over it.
So
I want to have like I'm gonna have to cut.
I mean, what I see in your channel usually, because I'll pop in for here and there, but you almost always have a hat on, or you're this big. You're this big down in the corner, right?
I do know you make myself pretty small.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna default
I guess it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna default to get whatever. Straight, go forward, move ahead, try to detect it. It's not too late to whip it good.
Whip it good. All right. What do you think? Do you think streamers who have a beard are more successful than streamers that don't? Do you think more people want to watch someone who has a large mane?
Irrelevant.
You don't think that? Well,
I
maybe
think
irrelevant for this. I'm curious.
It's your it's your hat. It's Llama's thing. It's Grizzly's thing.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
It's whatever it is. It's your gimmick. It's a hook. It's one of your many hooks.
Well, right. Okay then. I lose a hook if I shave.
No.
You know?
You know what you? Yes, but.
Yes, but and then.
You know what you gain.
What
is the? Holy crap! What happened to Llama Chomp?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right?
Everyone's like, oh, they shaved his beard off.
Yeah, and there was a considerable amount of buzz when Llama lost his beard and lost his beard.
It's true.
And he
shaved his off for charity,
right?
Which is an awesome thing to do.
Right.
I'm gonna shave mine off to wear a uniform. Pretty awesome thing to do too.
No, you're gonna shave yours off to honor a uniform.
Oh man. I don't want to clap down. I could just rent a tux. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you could. You could.
What's the point of going to a wedding, though?
You could.
I can't wear my uniform.
Yeah.
I think beards went out with younger millennials. What?
Right.
Went out.
There
so
you
what
go.
out means it's not popular with anymore.
Shady's on a tear today. That's fantastic. You glued tumbleweed to your face. That's really good.
You know what?
All right.
I'm ignoring Shady today right now. Just here with the red hot poker poking me.
Oh mercy! All right,
we'll see. Okay, so I guess if beards went out with younger millennials, my audience is like 27 to 30 is the age. 24 to 30, I think is the age. I don't. So is millennials? I hear some people say is anybody born after 2000.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that millennials are people who are born with technology in their hand. You fit into that millennial category much more. Like if you had internet at moment one. You're a millennial still, so I still think some people prior to 2000 can be considered millennials.
Maybe,
but that makes a majority of my audience not millennials.
Right.
I guess either way.
I don't think so. I think you'll have. I think you could do the right thing. You will
do the right thing. Wow.
No.
Okay.
I think what you need to do.
Thing.
I think what you want you should do is you should always kind of move closer to let's get it together, let's stay motivated, let's stay awesome, because the motivated position is I'm gonna get right with this uniform and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be badass. I'm gonna be a badass guy. Right. So stay motivated, stay awesome, because awesome is looking good, feeling good in that uniform. Motivated is looking good, feeling good in that uniform.
You're right.
You know.
All right, we're doing it.
You know. And then
we're shaving it.
And then you make a big build up for it for your stream, or you do it on stream.
Again?
You do it on stream.
But then Ashley has to cut my hair.
Yeah.
You guys know how that went last time.
That was fantastic.
People trust the man with beard. That's probably correct. Probably.
Right.
Zora has a big beard.
Speaking of Ashley, is she there? Is she there?
No, she's not here right now.
Okay.
I don't know what she's doing.
If she
Something.
pops in, let me
Something to
know.
do with her house that she owns now and has the keys for.
Really?
Wah. Got them today.
Well,
she went and signed the last papers, and now she's probably actually at the house right now.
Closing time. There it is. Closing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
That's
Something
right.
Like that. Anyways, yeah, she's got that. So I'll probably be hopefully painting tomorrow.
Oh,
I got
really?
a lot of stuff to do tomorrow.
Cool.
Hopefully we'll be moved in before the end of next week.
If she comes in, signal me at some point because I have a question for her.
Give you the big thumbs up.
Yep, something like that. Signal me because I have a question for her. It's a show bit, and I will I'll pull back the curtain a little bit here. But on women because I have a theory. I'm going to write down something ahead of time. I'm not going to show you, and then when
so you mail it to yourself, and then
I'm going to fold it up.
Back stamp.
Fold it up, put it in a piece of paper, I didn't put it in a drawer, and never touch it.
So what you've done is you've written 100 different things on piece of papers and put them into a drawer.
No, I've got one.
Like, oh, look at this sealed thing that I happen to have. I called it. You're doing the I called it right now.
I'm
you know that, right?
I think I'm gonna call
called it.
I think I'm gonna call it right now.
God,
this is unrehearsed.
Predicted it. Rocky Road. Wah. No, I don't think she's gonna be here. I don't know what she's up to. She's
if not, we'll use Shady.
Oh, you know what? She went to work actually. Yeah, she had the day off, but it took her less time to close in the house than she thought, so she went back to work.
I've written something in.
She should be here soon. Actually, I think. I don't know. Work is closed now. She's meeting her other boyfriend at the house.
Yeah.
So you gotta deal with some things, you know. It's all right. I get my own office.
Brown chicken.
Boyfriend number 2.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow. You know the sexiest farm animals? Brown chicken, brown cow.
All right, so let me expand. Let's start off with by expanding your mind.
Maybe beards just aren't your thing. Yeah, I considered that.
Yeah, you do good with beard. I think you do better as a soldier than you do with a beard. So.
All right, we're shaving it. It's decided.
Yep.
We're cutting the hair.
And then focus your energy around the buildup of it and your payoff. Right.
Sure, totally.
Beforehand, and then you rock out.
The build-up is just getting to put the uniform on.
Right.
I always feel like a baller.
Yeah.
Total baller.
Yep.
Straight shot collar.
All right. Here's our thing.
Yeah.
You ready?
You put a uniform on.
Science.
Viewers.
Science
That's not cool.
has outgrown the human mind and its limited capacities.
Okay.
So it's culminated this year. I read this article and it melted my mind.
I still want to see a machine do a CAPTCHA.
Right.
Assemble a house, nerd.
So, fact number 1, 90% of all the scientists ever are alive today.
Okay, sure. Totally buying that. More of our society is dedicated to science than ever before on a massive scale.
Right.
That probably has to do with agricultural advances, industry advances. Less people need to spend time making shirts,
food and defending and being warriors. Right.
And being soldiers. Right. Yep. So there's more and more and more and more time to train people in higher places of education to be a scientist.
Right.
They can spend 10 years of schooling as paid for by who knows whom.
Who knows who? Yeah.
To be able to be a scientist.
Paid for by the people who are letting them do that, right?
Right.
Assuming.
I mean, there's a lot of people who pay for it.
Right.
Partially government, parts of their family, you know, all this stuff.
Okay, as a result, science is in the midst of a data crisis, okay? Increasingly amounts of data collection, right? Increasingly intricate methods to measure everything.
That's what scientists do. They make, if you find something that you can't measure, find a way to measure it.
Right.
Boom, chicka, bow, wow.
As a result, last year there were more than 1.2 million scientific papers published in biomedical sciences alone.
Biomedical, okay, sure.
Bringing the total number of peer-reviewed biomedical papers to 26 million. So in history, recorded history, there are 26 million papers, and 1.2 million happened last year.
What? Gee, okay. So our beakers are getting big. We've hit this point where we're going to start snowballing in science, is what you're telling me.
So
you're basically telling us that science is getting better and better, and only getting better and better. I think we knew that concept.
But it's unmanageable, right?
Okay.
Because
so
here it
what's
is.
the problem? Too much science? You can't have too much science.
The average. Because, okay, so
Ridiculous
in order to have
for us to have too much science. What are you even talking about right now?
the key is,
coming over. There's too much science. It's not a thing.
listen,
Yes, hello?
in order for a paper to be accepted and not trashed, right? Because a big chunk of that 26 million is trash because you couldn't reproduce it. It's flawed. It's a flawed
Right.
theory or a flawed basis or flawed logic, or this study was flawed, right? But
Okay, cool, yeah.
you still have to do the due diligence of having a peer reviewed. It's called being peer reviewed and studied, right? The only way you get a paper to be kind of accepted and not thrown out is to have other peers hack it to death and try and beat it up, right?
Sure.
And if it survives the process, then hey, it's great. If not, it's thrown out. That process is very tedious. Okay, the average scientist reads only 250 papers per year, and there is
That's a lot, I
1.2
feel like.
million being churned out every year and increasing.
So we need more scientists and less paper writers?
Meanwhile, this quality of scientific literature has been in decline. Okay? The majority of these papers, so over 650 or 600,000, were irreproducible. So
Okay, that's
I
a lot of
read
them.
over half of the papers that I read as a scientist. There's no way I could reproduce this. Okay?
Okay, just nonsense.
So
just a waste of your time as a scientist.
I'm gonna
Poor
put,
scientists.
Right. Okay, so here it is. The flip up to the deal. Quantity
Flipping up.
is up. Quality is down, right?
That's usually what happens when quality goes up.
The
Yeah?
majority of the papers we can't reproduce. Okay.
Why did you use this white text with no background?
It's got an outline.
Does it? No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
An outline. No, it doesn't.
It's so
I'm looking
does.
at it. It does not. Click on it, put a background on it. I can't.
Is that what you're gonna? Is that what we're doing?
Have you seen the new season Archer? Anybody? If anybody knows the new season Archer, when the robots freak out, everyone's reaction. Will you shift me slightly to the left, please? Then everyone's Everyone's reaction to the robots freaking out is priceless. I love what they do. If you miss it, that's what happened to me just now.
Archer. Okay.
If you're wondering, Archer new season. I just finished it yesterday.
There is a higher dependency on chance in these papers, right? So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have, I have scientific basis, I make a theory, and then I do studies to advance that theory. And then what I do is I say, here's how you reproduce the same results I got. Go do this for yourself, other scientist, right? Or review my procedures on how to do it again, and because here's my theory, right?
So what you're telling me is that you know scientific theory better than the people who are making these papers.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's
They're not doing it right.
And so here's the thing is that there's a high, because those, two things that are happening. The theories that they base on, they're grasping more and more at straws to get from their established facts, their hypothesis, or to get to their hypothesis, right? To get to their conclusion, right?
Right. Okay.
And because these results are irreproducible, it's more dependent on chance or test variability. Okay. Now, and you say, okay, why are so many of these papers being horrible, or they're irreproducible or whatever? Well, here's the thing. Human creativity depends increasingly on your previous experience, okay? So a particular life event that allows you to notice something that someone else doesn't, okay? Or I go through all these experiences and I go through all these failures, therefore I was looking for this one failure, and that's how I learned how to do this other thing, right? Edison and the light bulb is a perfect one. He had a jillion different failures before he hit the last one, right?
I have not failed 1,000 times. I have found but 1,000 ways that do not work.
Right, something like that, right? So So,
paraphrasing.
but he had to fail those 10,000 times in order for him to figure out the way that worked, right? So,
Okay, sure, we could say that.
so
Maybe
that's what
he could have just been successful the first time, and it would have been a big deal.
he could have, but that's a lot of the times that's how scientific discovery works is dependent on experience. Okay,
Sure,
all right.
scientist.
So there's a
you have a scientist hat? What kind of hat does a scientist wear? Probably a mask.
where's a Cthulhu mask? No.
Shut your animal mouth. Cthulhu.
Ash Ketchum.
He's not a scientist. He's like a 10-year-old.
He's a Pokemon master and trainer.
Yeah, but he doesn't make him a scientist.
Yeah.
Just because I collect caterpillars doesn't make me a scientist.
Right.
Maybe he could be maybe he could have some sciencey stuff going on.
So because
It's like
of
Charles Darwin.
right, because of these human experiences are what drives many scientists to be successful. Chance is having no plague doctor. But
It's
yes,
fine. It's fine.
But yes,
It doesn't bother the mic at all.
Good theory. But it's currently playing a much larger role than it should. Chance is, and that's worrying a lot of scientists. Instead of do the work, use a scientific method that anyone can put together. We just need repetition. It's more about variability getting to our breakthroughs, which is worrying a lot of scientists. So here's the thing: is that the theory is that because of this trend is only going to increase. There's way more than we can review. There's way more than we can do, and we're having to just throw crap at the wall to see what sticks now, because right we're depending on human experience, which is increasingly showing itself to be flawed, right?
I see.
So now the theory goes that machines and artificial intelligence should be incorporated into the scientific process because they have a greater memory capacity and higher computational capacity now, right? Your Intel chips can now go faster than the human brain, right? And it can remove...
Still can't solve a CAPTCHA.
Right, and it can remove those biases now, right? Now you're... If
can
the
it remove its biases?
if the machine can get it...
Have a bias.
If the machine can get it, whatever it processes and goes through can say, all right, I can... Either if it shows a bias, I can systematically remove that. I can't systematically remove the fact that I like this type of curves on a woman, right? But it can. I'm just.
But you can program a computer to like the same types of curves on a woman.
Not like this. No, you don't know. You don't know.
No?
You don't even know.
I feel like if you're going to use a computer to do science for you, it's going to have all the aforementioned effects of having been programmed by a human. So whatever you tell it to do, it doesn't matter. It's always going to have the same issue until it can think for itself and make its own decisions, which it can't.
So there's a method called the Baconian method.
See, what Commander Keen just said, I thought was correct. You're going to need a supercomputer at the very least. 20,000 of the fastest supercomputers in 2016 to simulate the human
sorry.
brain.
Yes. In terms of like hitting a fast, but the one that
Right.
hitting a curveball is when we know we've crossed the line, right?
Right.
Because only the human brain can hit a curveball. Machine cannot hit a curveball.
Right now, there are so many. I mean, just walking. If you ever go on YouTube and look up some walking robots,
right.
They are so bad at walking.
So bad at walking.
Like
right.
the tiniest freaking pebble. Like, I can't
but,
do it.
Sorry.
Meanwhile,
computational.
we're 2 years old.
Computational and math and just data, crunching through data is faster. But adaptation and all of those other things, human brain is way faster. You're correct. So, yes, short-circuiting those types of things. It's kind of like a Factorio type of thing, right? Where what we're trying to do is, and we're trying to put in AI and machines in these little bitty processes that we do. So, the Baconian method, it says, it attempts to remove logical bias from the process of observation and conceptualization. So
Breach is basically hold on. Breach just said that basically if we get an AI, the AI is always going to instantly decide that there's too many people on the planet. Breach, you're nuts, dude. Stop reading so many books. Stop reading so many sci-fi books.
That's the only conclusion I can come to also. So I'm pretty sure I agree with there's too many people.
Any artificial intelligence that ever exists is immediately going to try to kill humans. Got it.
I spend way too long at red lights. There needs to be fewer people in front of me. I agree, Breach. I agree. You're
gonna sit the light and you get a second to think about, man, what if artificial intelligence just went crazy, man? I gotta watch the Terminator when I get home because I really need to engross myself in that environment of artificial intelligence madness.
So
I feel like as soon as we create artificial intelligence, the very first thing that's gonna happen to it, like the guys are gonna turn it on, like, oh, it's doing great, yeah, good, we're gonna run some tests. Like, okay, guys, let's turn it off for tonight.
Yeah.
There's your first artificial intelligence.
So Bacon's the Baconian method. The vision is to leverage a community of observers to collect vast amounts of information about nature and tabulate it to record to a central record, and then you can do analysis on that. So to use machines in the data gathering process instead of using humans. So it's more like being a bee, somewhere in the middle. You take existing material and you use it, but you don't really do anything with. It's like making honey from the pollen, right, or from cannabis, right? Remember we talked to last time, making honey from weed, but the bee's never going to smoke it and have the breakthrough that you and I will, right? But
the breakthrough because of smoking weed. I don't know. Okay, it would change your outlook probably.
Right.
Make your brain work.
So the bee is never gonna have the cool vision that you and I do of what we need to do with our lives, right? But
is marijuana a hallucinogen?
It's a psychedelic.
Is it?
Yeah. Which I feel like hallucinogen is different, right? But anyway.
No, I think it's the same.
The postulate here in this one article here. Let me put this out there.
Yeah, it is a hallucinogen.
Okay. Human minds. Here's the button on it. Human minds cannot simply reconstruct a highly complex natural phenomenon inefficiently in the age of big data. Like there's too much data.
So you can't do it fast enough.
Right. A modern Baconian method, because Bacon always wins, that incorporate reductionist ideas.
Baconian? No, you made that up. Content made that up. I'm calling that. Yeah, okay. THC, marijuana strain is the bacon thing. You made bacon up also. Right. And bacon is also a...
But then analysis of this information through inductive computational models could transform our understanding of the natural world. So what they're saying is mining data and coming up with little bits of conclusions is way better done on a computer, and then we can take it from there and do larger application. So anyway, it's outrunning science, and the amount of data we're exposed to is outpacing our ability to churn through it. And so there's this general push that more and more scientists are in the camp of, hey, we need to start pushing AI into our scientific method and our scientific discovery.
To read papers for us.
Essentially, yes.
We wanted AI to look at a paper.
Or to write...
The conclusion the paper is incorrect or correct.
To write portions of that paper.
I see. So, okay, I put my inputs into the machine, and it looks at it, and it's like, no, you did a dumb thing.
Yes, and do error correction. Or give us the data and bits of induction or induction and conclusions of pieces of it. Not the big breakthrough, but just the pieces of it. Like the bee and the honey is a better analogy.
Sure, okay.
I'm going to outsource growing my own weed into this bee who can take the weed and put it, can take it and put it into this honey.
Sure, yeah. And then I can take it now from the bee to do the thing that we need to do with the THC.
Yeah.
Get high as hell.
Get high. Rocky Mountain high. Yeah. Anyway, I went into a deep rabbit hole in that article.
That's fun.
Like crazy. Yeah.
It's cool. We'll have AI soon. I just want to have an AI that runs my computer for me. I've always wanted to be like, turn my computer on. Hello, William. Or, hello, William.
No.
Do that.
You do
my computer.
Like, what was it, Star Trek 4? Hello, computer.
Hello, computer.
Hello, computer. Right.
I can't let you do that.
Sorry, Dave.
Also have that.
I can't let
you do that.
All right. So, I wanted to anyway. For your mind, like Jarvis, right?
Like Jarvis. You want Jarvis? Yeah, I guess. I hate that like Jarvis though, because yeah, I like Jarvis.
I want it, and all
I want
right.
to be able to do this, and exactly what I wanted to happen comes up.
Or the Minority Report where you're
doing this light thing with your hands, because somehow the computer's interpreting your hand motions to decide exactly what you want.
Connect,
which I'm down with.
Connect,
give that to me
from Xbox. Connect. We're not that far away, right?
Well, but
I'm in my living room doing snowboard stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite the same as having an AI personality on your computer that will interpret your movements. I don't like Jarvis is a pretty step ahead. You can have a conversation with Jarvis.
Right.
Jarvis could pass a Turing test, right?
Maybe. That yeah. All right. So that last so the next thing I put in there is I think this update that they had between last show and this show, so that would have been Monday. They announced Twitch announced the affiliate program.
Oh yeah, finally.
So
if you don't know, my dream for Twitch is that you made a new account today and you have a subscriber button.
Yes.
You have it immediately. That's my dream for Twitch.
Right.
So this affiliate program is a step in the right direction. Finally,
yeah, it
give
is.
Everyone the same benefits that a partner has.
Yep. And here's the cool part about it: the affiliate agreement. So, I'm gonna illustrate this by contrasting it to your partner agreement. Your partner agreement is between Twitch and you, and that's it, and you can't talk about it.
Correct.
Right. The
That's
affiliate.
why we're talking about it right now.
No. The affiliate agreement is in that link right there.
Oh, and that's it? Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's just public to everyone?
It's
Everyone
public
knows
to
what your
everybody.
agreement is if it's affiliate? Oh, sweet. I haven't looked at it, actually.
Yeah. Taxes, licensing,
nice.
data privacy, representation, customer service, termination,
I'm sure
modification.
This is exactly the same thing I signed, I bet.
Well, whether it is or is not, you can't tell us, right? Violations, eligibility, and compliance, the whole thing, right? So that is in stark contrast to the partner agreement, which is private, just between you and Twitch, right?
Yes, it would be breach of contract to discuss particulars of your contract.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the article that I hit you guys up with. The first link. Scroll down about midway, and you'll see a little table, and which says it's the feature. It gives you all streamers, Twitch affiliates, and partners. And so let's do that now.
I would call attention to 2.2 live content exclusivity.
Yes.
If you do this, that's what you need to look for.
Yes.
That's a big one.
That
was one of my big askers for my contract.
Right.
Okay. What about the live content exclusivity?
All right. So that's one of the things in the contract. One is no more simulcasting. Right. So you're now
unless you have a 24-hour delay.
Right.
That's what this contract says.
Yeah. So you can't highlight. You can highlight, but you can do it next day, right? Next day. So, like I can't. So I think as I read it. So correct me if I'm wrong, Badger. If I make a good show, I can't post, and I wrap up at 9 p.m. My highlight that goes out on YouTube can't go until 9 p.m. the next day.
Under the affiliate program, yes.
Correct.
If you were an affiliate, you'd have had to be 24 hours since the end of your broadcast.
Right.
It didn't matter. So if you did a 24-hour stream, you can't start the beginning of the 24-hour stream as soon as you've ended.
Until
you have to
48.
Wait another 24 hours.
So 48 from your start, right? So
correct. Starting from the beginning of the initial broadcast, any live video content can be for a period of 24 hours.
Right.
Following the end of the initial broadcast.
Right.
Go look at that stuff. If you're interested in what a Twitch partner's contract looks like, go look at this contract.
Yep. There you go.
That's what I would say. First thing.
So the downside for someone like me to become an affiliate is no more simulcasting to YouTube or Beam, and that's Twitch wanting to capture that market and say, "Oh no, you got to choose right to really step up on it." The benefits are listed up there on screen, right? So, cheers, subs, right? a subscriber button will appear. It's not there yet, so those who get their affiliate button subs will come in. Partners get the higher tiers of emotes, which are coming, right? So you'll be able to get the 10, 15, 25, 50 or whatever, right? So Twitch sees what's going on with Patreon, Game Wisp, or whatever, and they're going, okay, let me get in on that because obviously
they see exactly because it's working, right? They're like, whoa, hey,
because clearly
what do you mean?
there are
$25 a month,
right? There are supporters who want to throw $100 a month at a streamer, and
I know one.
And Twitch wants their cut.
Thank you, Zizzo.
They're saying how.
I don't know how they weren't in on that a million years ago.
Right.
Twitch, make your money.
Make that paper,
now,
baby.
The thing is, I will absolutely never, ever, ever, ever switch that over. No way. They depending on they take their cut, right? I do not ever imagine they're going to take less of a cut than Patreon's going to take.
Right. But here's the thing: Patreon doesn't run servers to broadcast your show. Patreon doesn't use it to make new bits and make new deals.
I have zero loyalty to Twitch.
I'm just saying.
Badger needs his money.
Right. Badger needs his. Oh yeah, I get
Badger needs monies.
But
it sucks to have monies, but you have to have money.
That's right. I understand that. But the way you keep getting monies next month is Twitch, right? And Twitch keeps trucking, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. But I'm not, there's no workers union for Twitch. I'm a contracted employee.
I agree.
Right?
That you could leave you could leave today and they could cut you today.
They could exactly. Boom. That's
Done.
how it is.
That's how it is.
So, yeah, I would probably never send $100 for you Twitch though. It's cool to have the option available.
Right. Here's what I'm most excited about. Oddly enough, sub button, yes, but I am most jazzed about ad revenue.
Yes, getting your ad revenue. That's actually been a really big thing since being a Twitch. And now I can play my own ads whenever I want. A little slider, I can take a break. You guys can hit that up.
Baby, that's your model. That is always the model. Right?
It really is.
That's always the model. That is of all of these cool things that I'm looking at for me and my stream, that's the one I went, okay, now we're talking. We're talking. Okay? Splitting that ad revenue, right?
Feels good, man.
Yeah.
Before you were getting 0% of it. Now you're getting a cut of it.
Something, right?
Something.
And
that's how it always is. Something.
And here's the thing.
Actually, I think Max was telling me, Lutz isn't as good as I thought it was. Lutz is fantastic.
Lutz is good.
Always use Lutz.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. That's why when I saw Lutz, awesome.
Easy. Too simple.
It's because
Too simple to get the day of.
It's because it costs the viewer nothing.
It does totally cost the viewer something. Time. That's what it costs.
Clicks.
It can become a full-time job, basically doing Lutz.
Click. Hit it.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Badger, I can't get a job, but that person has been, and this is actually not a person, has been looting the channel every day, every 15 minutes.
Right.
You got a job, buddy.
Right. You got a job.
You've been wrecking it.
You hit it.
You've been
Hit
getting
that button.
so many mushies.
Hit that.
$20 a month is yours. 500,000 tickets into the last giveaway for the $20 we gave away.
What?
Half a million tickets. 500,000 tickets.
Yeah, I'm at about a tenth of your earning, and I think I have. I want to say 20K or so.
Dang. It's still, I mean,
so I'm probably about a third of what you. I'm probably a third or a fourth of what you are, right?
You're not using the give. You're not doing the giveaway in Revlo, are you? How are you doing your giveaway?
In channel through Deepbot.
See, I left mine open for 24 hours on Revlo.
Yeah.
And people could just go there and put their tickets in, whatever.
Right.
Actually, that was the first time I've ever done a giveaway on Revlo. Revlo is so good for giveaways because previously when I do a giveaway, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, we're doing some things. The giveaway's been going on," and I actually have to restart my computer, and that closes the bot and deletes everyone's tickets.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Twice.
But the reason why you got Revlo initially was to be able to restream, right? But
that's true. Yeah, that is one of the reasons.
Is because to take the bot away from the streaming platform, right, and to take it outside.
Yeah. I did do Revlobot because of that.
Right.
I don't know.
That was your primary driver of doing that. So.
I hadn't even considered that since we stopped restreaming to maybe do away with Revlobot again. Revlobot works pretty well. It does a lot of cool things. It's a bit finicky in some ways.
Right.
It needs updating. Lots of things need to be changed about it, but it's free.
Yeah. Ultimately, my opinion of this thing is transcodes is great. We get priority access to transcodes over non-affiliates. So meaning if transcodes become available for, if there's enough out there to give quality options, I get them before some random person starts streaming, right?
So previously, how it was decided was percentage of audience held.
Right.
On Twitch is how you got transcodes. So if you held a certain amount of people viewing your channel on Twitch, then you get transcodes.
Partners always get it.
Partners always get it. And then there's some things like the Twitch affiliate thing kind of was already there for transcodes, because at some point during my channel's history, somebody went and hit a button that said my channel always got transcodes.
Right.
It was a permanent thing. Now that's very strange, but they marked it as priority access to transcodes.
Right.
So there's always been multiple levels of transcodes, and to have access to transcodes over other people is a huge.
That's great.
Huge advantage.
Yep.
Remember, 40% of the audience on Twitch is from mobile. That means that possibly 40% of them aren't even looking at the screen. They just want to hear.
Yes.
So low quality for them, mandatory. And then some people
that's
are
me.
60% of people are sitting at the computer. Right.
Right.
See, I do the same thing a lot of the time when I'm watching Ox, especially.
Right.
Because I don't need to see him shoot people in H1Z1.
Right. I do too.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anytime I fire up mobile, it's very, very rare. I have the data. I have the video on. It's always audio only.
Which is fantastic. It's really nice to have. To not have it could be the difference between someone sticking around and listening to your broadcast and simply not being there.
Right.
So you really have to fight.
True.
When loot's on this channel? Oh no, we didn't even. Have we even talked about adding loots to this channel?
No, we need to, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a. It's not,
There's no.
This is our passion project. Guys.
It won't hurt. Right. It won't.
Right.
Exactly. It won't hurt, but it's not.
It won't be a big deal.
There's other things we got to do.
There's definitely a ton of other stuff. I mean, like a third member of the crew.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Stream delay. Look at this thing. This is what interests me. I've wanted this forever. Ever since I started streaming, is no stream delay option. But look here, stream delay up to 15 minutes. I don't understand what that is. And when I Google stream delay, it wants to get shorter because I want to be instant access. This seems like it's we're going to buffer, and in case you have to drop some content, like you accidentally show your cha-chas on camera or something, you want to hit a button and dump that part to save your job, then you can hit a button. I don't
think that's the original intention. I think the original intention is for guys like Wagamama who are playing currently in a competitive team battle on stream.
Right.
And they need more than 15 minutes, and they'll have like a 40-minute delay because they'll use their OBS to increase delay rather than using Twitch to increase delay, so that the audience can still watch live-ish. It's a very first replication of that content coming out, but there's the match is over by the time you're seeing the start of the match is the intention there.
Right.
That was put in for professional gamers, and it's been around for some time.
Okay.
But you can use OBS to increase your delay, I believe.
Right. See, what I want a 30-second buffer. That's a dump button.
That'd be nice. Like radio. We've talked about this before. The whole radio deal.
Yeah.
I don't know why that isn't a integral part of the industry, because YouTube doesn't have that either. No one has that. But for radio, it's like, oh yeah, no, what? You don't have a dump button? You absolutely need to have the dump button.
Ever go live without one.
It's because radio has been around for way longer.
Way
longer. Twitch is a little baby. Live streaming is a little baby compared to...
Right, but technologically, we can do it so easy.
If it was a priority, yeah, that's the thing. And that's why it really screams juvenility. Being juvenile to me. The industry is still juvenile. We don't have
I agree. That's
having that would be super nice. I can mute all of my audio. I can close all the video instantly with hotkey presses, but I can't take back something that was already on screen.
Right.
Can't do it.
Right. Yeah. If you accidentally stretch too much and your shirt goes, oh no! I showed you my belly button and I'm fired.
Right. I mean, and it's a breach of Twitch terms of service to show belly.
Yeah.
And it may be like, oh, Badger, you're being dramatic.
Nope.
But it is my livelihood,
guys.
So.
By letter of the law.
Yeah.
Right. It's the thing. I was immediately in your camp when that happened. Right.
Right.
And I went, oh yeah, he's right. It totally could, right?
Yeah, definitely. For each a dump butt is less important to Twitch YouTube because there's a lot fewer words that can't be said on stream than there are that can't be on radio. I don't think that matters so much because there's something to me that can't be said or can't be done.
Right.
Like it's up to the broadcaster's decision to say what can and what can't be broadcasted on their show.
Right.
And you may not be, charged civilly for having said or done something on your channel, but I still want a certain level of quality and content. And there is some times where I'm like, yep, open mic for everybody. You can just come in and say whatever you want.
Right.
I'm putting that trust out there on Discord that no one's going to jump in and be, what they could be if they wanted to be. And I would feel much safer doing that. And I always try not to do that.
Right.
It would be better with a dump button.
Yeah, totally would.
Oop.
Totally would.
What you just said no longer exists.
Yeah. So, here's my thoughts on this. I think now that affiliates can jump in to this middle ground, I think partner is going to become way more exclusive, like an exclusive club. And I think you are sitting in the king spot where you got your partner badge before this happened.
Right at the affiliate, everyone's like, "Oh, you're a Twitch affiliate. Oh, can I be a partner?" No. You're a Twitch affiliate.
You're affiliate, right?
Maybe I was thinking that too. I was also thinking the opposite. That everybody gets partner. You get partner. You get partner. Here, everybody. Because still, I would prefer that to happen. I would prefer everybody to have a partner.
Yes, but
you're a Twitch partner.
Now they will hand out to someone who's on the bubble of getting partner, like you were for a long time, right?
Yeah, forever.
You're
view botting. Oh no, we
right.
can't. Oh, just just wait a couple months.
There's no more of that. There's going to be no more of that. They're just going to go, sorry, you're affiliate. Take your medicine. We've got you something. Now you can sit at affiliate a lot longer than partner, than waiting for partner, right? So definitely. Now I think they're going to narrow.
You're going to get affiliate zoned, is what we're going to start calling it.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to get friend zone, right? So now that partner club.
Don't say friend zone. Don't encourage that kind of activity.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It should be banned from the earth, right? Partner is now, the door's probably going to slam shut on almost everyone who was in the conversation and on the bubble. They're going, nope, let's scrape all that out, and we're going to take.
I think you're right.
Of the 500 people that are knocking on the door, we're taking 8 of them. That's it. Yeah. Everyone else gets affiliate.
You guys get affiliate. It's fine. And I bet people be like, oh, thank you so much for making me an affiliate.
Right.
That's the best. You guys are great. I'm glad I have one email and sub button and all that stuff. And if I get more subs, I can go to Twitch and be like, look, I actually have this many subs.
Right.
Allow me to be a partner now.
Right. Yeah. Or you would go, hey, I have this many subs, and on GameWisp/Patreon, I've got this many big hitters in the $25 and $50 range.
Yeah.
They'd love to hit the Twitch button, but no, I'm keeping that money for myself. Sorry, Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Well, Patreon was one of the big things I touted when applying for Twitch partnership. But hey, look how many people are actually actively paying me in a monthly subscription.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way that you're not looking at that when you go in to partner somebody.
Right.
How much money is this person actually making? What is when I jot down the number that I suspect to make from this partner by partnering them versus how much it's going to cost, what is that number going to be? That's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
How much money will I make off this person?
Right.
Is this person racist? Are they doing bad things in their channel?
Racism, no racism, check. No Wang, check.
Yeah, no Wang, check. Watch 30 seconds of video. Okay, yep. No Wang.
Okay, yeah, we're all done.
He's talking, yeah.
Yep. Interactive, okay, yep. He smiles once.
I guess they're looking for interactivity.
Smiles once or twice. He didn't say.
Are they looking for interactivity? I don't even think they care.
He didn't say F Twitch in the 30 seconds I watched, so let's go ahead.
Only in the 30 seconds that guy watched. Luckily, somehow I got partnered.
It is as soon as the admin disappeared, you go, oh F
yeah.
F.
I hate Twitch. You guys suck.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that now I think you're in a great spot, and I'm super, super glad you got partnered before this happened, because you would be on the outside looking in for a lot longer, sitting in the affiliate bucket, right?
People are going to sit in the affiliate bucket for a lot longer.
Longer.
Have you applied for affiliate? Do you have to apply for this? Or
no, what? They invite you. Oh, and
okay,
let's look at the requirements for this. Okay,
I've heard some chit chat.
Okay.
I don't know what. I've heard some chit chat, and they're grabbing people to affiliate based on people who've applied for partner too. So the team who's working on partnerships is also working on affiliates. So what you should do is you should send a message in, hey, partner me, and then they'd be like, okay, no, we'll affiliate you.
Right. Well, here's the requirements. I posted those up there.
500 total minutes broadcast in the last 30 days?
Okay.
At least 7 unique broadcasts in the last 30 days.
Yep.
An average of 3 concurrent viewers.
Yep.
Or more over the last 30 days. At least 50 followers. You what?
Yes.
There is no requirement.
There is no, right. Okay, so if you cannot get an affiliate, you're not serious about streaming. I'm just going to say that.
No, definitely not.
Right. This is just the barrier. See, look,
50 followers.
Jason's invited a couple nights ago. Jason Metric is
Jason
down.
got invited?
Yeah.
Shady has 50 followers. I clicked on Shady. She has 50 followers.
Shady's going to get invited. Right.
Jason got invited. Shady, I know people who are full-time streamers who have not been invited to the affiliate program yet.
Yeah, I've not been invited. There is no application process. We will invite streamers who qualify for the program to sign up. So,
how did Jason get invited before Clowntown got invited?
So, one, it's...
Is Jason doing really well at streaming?
No. It's not that.
No.
It's... He may or may not be, but it's not that. They're going like through either sign up date or something. Like the method they're using.
They have some criteria. He's got 24 average viewers.
Right.
Jason does.
Yeah.
So he's doing great, actually.
Jason's doing great. So
he's got the exact same average viewers as you, Clowntown.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing great.
Jason's a killer. Ouch,
what I meant, though, is it's not that. Yes, Jason's doing great, but
right. Obviously, it's not that, yeah.
But they're having, like, there's folks that are invited who have a lot lower. There's folks who are doing way better than I am who've been streaming longer than I have. They're not invited. They're not partnered.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm seeing too. It's very strange. I don't know.
Probably what they're doing is they're taking, like you said, everyone who's in that knocking on the door for partner bucket and going, okay, no partner affiliate. And they're just saying, we're taking 8 of these 500 people who are knocking on our door and we're getting rid of them knocking on our door. This is going to silence them. And so Alex or whatever the guy who's going through hours and hours of ViewBot technology or whatever he's doing. Oh no, he's not doing that. He's doing like 3 seconds of checking. He's he's going through there. Right. He's going through there and saying, all right, no, yes, no, and all the no's go just immediately get affiliate done. Yeah. Now my job's done, right?
Yeah, and my job is done. You know, I want to go look up that what Alex said to me about the botting thing now.
Oh, it's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter, yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, and that's where, okay, so I remember that night very well where you were on the run, you were in front of me, and you were exhausted, and you couldn't do another step, and I reached out, and I grabbed my hand and put it on your shoulder just to hold you up.
I remember that, actually, yeah.
And
I was like...
And I went, hang on, and I said, and what I said to you is, hang in there, we're almost done, right?
I actually vividly remember this.
Yeah.
This moment where I was like about to go on a tirade and do some things and say some stuff.
Yep. And I
take a second.
Yeah, and I needed to get a hold of you before you went nuts. And I just felt this overwhelming thing. I need to talk to Badger right this minute, or it's gonna be bad.
Oof.
So,
man, I was pissed.
I would have started blowing up your phone if you didn't respond to me on Discord. I just said, hey, and when you remember what I said to you?
I do remember. Uh-huh.
What did I say?
Badger, don't kill nobody.
Yeah. Hey, I said,
Badger, don't shoot nothing.
Take it easy.
Take a second and relax.
Take it easy.
Just give this another day.
Yeah.
Hold off on it.
I gave you 2 things. I gave you 2 things to do. I said, 1, think about what you're going to do next. 2, don't burn any bridges.
Nah, don't burn any bridges. That's exactly what it's about.
And then that was all. And then I said, okay, all right, I'll see you. Like, I was out. That's all I need to tell you.
I was pretty irate.
Yeah.
Man.
I said, hang on. Play the long.
I was trying to be measured too. I was trying to be cool.
Play the long game.
Okay, like something's gagging on Twitch's.
Yeah, you said that on this show. This show, you were like,
Man.
"What is going on? They're just going."
I was.
Oh manzies.
I had 0 chill.
Oh, it was great.
I can't find it.
It
was something like someone or somehow your channel is being view-botted.
Right.
We're not saying it's you in particular.
Right.
But we're saying that someone is artificially inflating your viewer
Right.
count.
Ah!
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, anyway, who can become an affiliate? Wait for it. It's coming to everybody who is anywhere near serious about streaming. 500 minutes in the day. It'll happen. Right. It'll do it.
Easy mode.
Right. It should be easy. So.
I want to start a second channel and get it affiliated.
You could. You totally could. The video game video game basher or whatever dude.
Oh yeah. The 7 unique broadcast days in the last 30 days. It's interesting. Only 500 total minutes.
Right.
But 7 different broadcasts. It's very strange.
If you were at all, now okay, what they did was they looked at data, and
I bet you they did.
And they just went,
actually
look,
got data.
Let's do this slider bar and let's see what 450, 600, 1,000, what percentage of users this cuts off, and they went, okay, right here. Let's draw the line right here.
They probably wanted to cut off, the bottom 50%. Probably.
The long tail.
Right, exactly. This probably gives us a good idea of what the casual streamer does.
Right.
They stream 7 times in a month.
Yep.
They play for 500 total minutes. They're actually actively live, and they have 3 people watch them concurrently.
Right.
On average.
That's
probably a majority of people on Twitch.
Yeah. They had, that was data. They moved a slider bar down with the long tail of number of concurrent viewers, and they went, chop 20% right here. And then that cuts off 80% of people they don't have to deal with if they just draw a line or right here, right?
Yeah. They did something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. This must be from some numbers that he got. Or some guy was like, 500 minutes.
Right.
7 broadcasts.
Yeah.
Either of those is just as likely.
Yeah, either of those is just likely. But this is extremely doable if you're serious about streaming at all. Extremely doable.
You could just accidentally do this casually.
You could
just have fun.
You could accidentally become an affiliate.
Yeah,
That's right.
You'd be like, oh. Right. I mean, it's not like Jason was hounding to become an affiliate. He was just already streaming because he enjoyed streaming. And
there is here's the FAQ, and there's other stuff here. Let me put that in chat. It's the official help file. This is what I had. This was the blog that was released, the one I was flipping through, and then there's the partner program up there. So that's the contract.
So pretty great. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Yep. So I have a decision to make, I guess, right? So do I want to keep restreaming or do I want to join this affiliate program, right? So
well, there you go, Grey Wolf. You can stream now and get affiliate.
Yep.
You get bits and stuff. Get other cool rewards rather than just.
Okay. Right. It was something like Amazon said to Twitch, which is the same thing I've been saying for a while, is look.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have. For sure.
Right. I
mean, YouTube obviously was like, yeah, everybody gets a button.
Right. If there's a button where someone clicks it, I get $2.50, I would want as many buttons as I possibly could. Right?
I definitely do feel like Amazon's had an impact on Twitch for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm actually quite happy that Amazon's picked up Twitch because Amazon is a company that we need in this world that we're in right now. They're the company that's like, okay, we earned $100,000 today. We spent $100,000 today. Let's keep doing that.
Right. That's what you were telling me that, right? They don't make any money. Yeah. They just reinvest everything.
Reinvest.
Yeah.
We made $1. Let's invest $1.
Right.
There's no reason to hold on to it. Having capital doesn't help us.
Right.
But to do something with the funds.
Right.
So that's cool. If Twitch does that, they're gonna go far because they already have the early adopter advantage. They already have what people consider the biggest factor for holding on to audience on Twitch, which is or on a live viewing platform, which is personalities, is what bring people to the live viewing platform. They already have that. It's super obvious if you go to another streaming service that the personalities for live streaming just aren't there.
Right.
They should. People who are huge on YouTube are like, okay, I'll see you guys on my Twitch stream instead of live streaming on YouTube.
Right.
Why? Probably a million reasons.
Right.
Which is where you go. The early adopter advantage. The personalities want to be here. Mm-hmm. You are going to have a hard time taking down Twitch. He's the bulldog in the room.
And so much so that I put up twitch.tv/Clowntown up in the upper right on my screen, on my screen always. So when I'm streaming to Beam and I'm streaming to YouTube, I have my Twitch address on screen every time and in the description bar.
That's where you're trying to pull them.
Yeah.
Anybody who's over on those needs to come over to Twitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, All right. One thing I need to update you guys on. So anyway, there you go. Affiliates. Someone will. I'm sure it'll make its way around to me. We're all waiting. Everyone's waiting.
I mean, if at these requirements, everyone I know.
Everyone we know. Yeah.
Everyone
100%.
I know.
100%.
Shady could turn her stream on right now, and for the very first time, just stream her
and,
in the chair for 500 minutes.
It's true.
There you
go. Okay. Every Thursday, as you know, I have a hankering for a burger and fries. I go into a local establishment, and
all right.
I do not talk.
You know how
Today,
to speak?
I pulled into the parking lot, and I noticed a person standing next to the drive-through speaker.
Da-da-da-da! Gotti.
So what I did was I immediately dipped out of my current path of walking in, and I drove over to the drive-thru. All right.
Okay.
Now, all right. So I'm gonna give you.
It's so ridiculous. I did you record this guy's face? It's probably illegal.
No.
I want to see his facial reaction when you hand him your phone.
She.
Okay. Her. Oh God, brutal.
Okay. She was standing next to the speaker with her. And it's like
Maggie, get out there. The speaker's broken. Seriously? Yes.
If you're at a sporting event, okay, you see the guys that are selling cold beer or nachos or something, they have a shoulder strap and a tray in front of them, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it goes down to the edge of the tray. That is a similar thing for a little iPad that she has, right? I assume it's an iPad.
Yeah.
It's steel. It's like in a steel case in case she drops it or something.
Definitely Android.
And hanging off the front of it, it's like this, and is the menu. So she's typing on this, and then the menu hangs off of here, and I can read what it is. So right, while she's typing up here, I can read the menu, right? That fact is important because of what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Can you see from the drive-thru? Can you spot the flaw in this order of what's the unknown that she does not understand? What here's missing from the drive-thru that makes her unable to complete the order? That can be completed in-house. And I will tell you that this is my fault for not thinking about this.
I can't think of anything. Should be fine.
Drink.
The type of drink that you want. Chester got it.
Drink. Type of drink. Ketchup's already on there, right?
Okay, go ahead with your story.
So she says, I do this, and she goes, like, gives the dog a,
talking to me.
And she goes, oh, okay. And she's doing the thing and doing the thing and doing the thing.
Hear.
And she says, and she types it in. She goes, what kind of drink would you like? And immediately sweat. I just started sweating. Like, oh no. And then with the thing hanging off of her deal, I flipped it up and I started pointing.
You're fiddling at it
because
you were trying to touch her, weren't you? You're going to jail.
I reached out to try and touch the menu, and I pointed, and she flipped up, and I pointed at Dr. Pepper. Whatever. I pointed, and the type was very small, and so I pointed at Dr. Pepper, but she could have easily, because of the angle, she could have easily read root beer or Coca-Cola.
Sure.
Which any of those three, I just want to get out of the situation because now I've been busted. Because now I need to switch that, right?
Large fountain drink, Sprite.
Yeah, right. Or Sprite, right. Sprite was over here on the right side next to lemonade and Diet Coke. It was a 2-column deal, and I didn't want to risk
water with sugar in.
I didn't want to risk pointing over there and her misreading one of those three. I pointed in the middle so that even if she misread it, she would land on something and I would just go thumbs up. Right?
Great idea. You need to be able to type on your phone easily. So
Right.
You should just really sprint.
Right. So, and then she goes, "Oh, Dr. Pepper?" And I went, and she goes, "Okay."
Thumbs up?
thumbs
and then
up.
she punched you in the face.
And she says, "Yep, 677."
Never thumbs up me.
That's fine.
I'll
Yeah.
kill you. I'll kill a man for thumbs up in me.
Okay. So that was issue number 1. But that was on me. That was not on her.
That was on you.
That was
definitely.
on me.
Definitely your fault.
Okay.
She needed to know what type of drink you wanted.
You done messed up, Aaron. So
You done messed up, Aaron.
So then I pull around to window number 1, which is the pay window, and then you go up to get the food, which is window number 2, right? So number 1.
Right.
No, don't you. No, go Clown Town over.
Got Clown Town over. Come in, all right.
So then
Come back down right here.
there's a second lady at the window, and she's typing, and she's saying, she's looking at me, and then she's got the first lady in her ear, and she's going, oh, okay. Oh, are you re-entering it? Okay. Cheeseburger. And then she looks at me. Cheeseburger, fries, Dr. Pepper.
This guy can't talk.
And then she goes, oh. Okay.
Oh.
And she turns and looks at me. She's
like,
up on the
oh,
screen.
something
She's up
wrong
on the
with
screen. She goes, oh. Okay. Yeah, because I think what that lady, the first girl, radioed into the second girl and says, this is what he ordered, but you can't ask him to correct it because he can't talk.
Oh, he can't confirm it for you.
So
Oh, I see.
outside radioed to inside and said, we got the guy coming through and he can't speak. Right?
Right.
We
got a 9-4 over here.
right.
Over.
I'm 80% sure. I cannot confirm, but I'm 80% sure that's what happened.
What if they have like a, police have codes for like a 970 or an 820?
No.
You're like a
Like a 1-1.
Yeah.
over here that can't speak.
Okay, so that was fine, and she said okay, 677, and I gave the card, and she swiped the card, and then she says, and then she resumed, and the reason I think that she gave me the receipt, and she goes, she didn't talk because
It would be rude to speak in front of you because you can't speak.
right,
Obviously.
she spoke to me to tell me the total, but then in order to
Uh-huh.
usher me forward, she goes, right, and she gestured, and I went, right, okay, now. Number
You
3.
need to have a sign that says, I can still hear. Right, in your
No,
chest.
no. It's
I
way
can
better.
still hear.
Right. So
Please.
then, no. I get up to there. Food was fine. Okay, but
Oh,
I
okay.
did spend about a minute and a half waiting for the food because it's fresh made right there, right? So
Fresh made food from
Right.
a fast food place? Incorrect.
Whataburger.
That food was pre-cooked.
Whataburger.
Well, you're at Whataburger? Oh, I see.
No.
Wait,
Whataburger's
you-
fresh made.
Yeah, sure. But you did. I thought you went to.
In and Out is
Whataburger.
fresh made too.
No, it's not.
I'm just okay. Well, third thing that
I
happened.
think we actually have to clarify what fresh made means. Like the
Right.
meat is probably already cooked.
right. The burger's not assembled yet.
Right.
Right.
Sure. The burger isn't made. The meat is cooked. The onions are probably pre-chopped.
Maybe.
Your cheese is cheese.
Right. Okay.
Fucking dead nastiness.
So here's the third thing, and this is my favorite thing that happened, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can see my expression. So I'm going to get rid of that now.
Okay.
From the car window, I can turn to my left and look inside, and I can see through the cash register. At the cash register, there are two people. One woman who's doing some stuff, and a guy who's doing some stuff at the counter, and they're kind of talking because there's no one else in the inside at the moment.
Do you recognize these people?
I recognize the guy because he is the one
okay.
who took my phone twice from me.
Twice. Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say he's done it multiple times.
And
don't do that.
right.
It's not okay.
And so I look in, and I kind of spend 20 seconds surveying the area, and I spot the guy, and okay, you need to watch me because here's what the guy did. So he's here. He
Hey,
did
it's that guy.
He did. Oh, he did the double take of. He looked back.
Yeah, I recognize this human.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How is that guy who can't speak at the drive-through?
Yeah, he did the whip around like, oh, it's him, and then our eyes locked for like 12 seconds, and he kind of looked. It felt like it probably was more like 3.5, but it felt
3.5 seconds of eye contact.
Right.
You guys are going on a date.
right.
You guys are having a good time
But
tonight.
it locked, and then it felt like an eternity where our eyes locked, and I wasn't going to look away because because I'm taking data.
I can't talk.
Because I've got a show tonight, and I'm taking data, so I can't look away.
Sure, fair enough.
I've got a show that I need to bring some stuff to, and and he's staring at me, so I need to take his data. Like, I need his data.
Sure. Okay. So you're doing it for the show.
Right.
That's your rationale.
I made the commitment.
I made assert dominance.
Yeah.
You start peeing at the same time.
Look at me. I'm Captain. Yeah, I peed. I peed. I arc peed through the window. Right. So then I made the determination I'm not going to break eye contact if he hits me, and then he hits me with the eye contact, and then I sat there, and I gave him a little smile, and he gave he kind of gave a like a it's not the dude, it's not that. What's up? It's not the what's up, or it's not the.
I think this is what's up, and this is how. Oh, it's good. It's respect, sir. How are you doing today?
Yeah, or the nod. Maybe, no
okay.
waves, none of this. But it was kind of it was kind of like an eyebrows up.
Interesting to see you there right now.
Right.
We're gonna have a talk, or I'm gonna have a talk with you next time I see you.
Right. So anyway, and then right about then, someone and as he breaks eye contact, the lady comes back around with the food and says, "Here you go." And she also, she didn't say much to me, but she says, "Here you go," and she said it very quietly. But she should have said what the drive-through normally says is, "All right, thank you. Here you go with the thing," And they usually do the, "Hey, all right, thank you for coming in and out," and does
usually they do, yes. So like all energetic at the drive-through,
right? But she was not. So I think word about the speech traveled from the drive-through out all the way down the line.
I mean, they don't have a whole lot going on. You're probably just as interesting to them as they are to us, for sure. It's like what is that short story where aliens come to Earth and you can go on a zoological trip and the aliens take you up onto this ship where there's a big glass wall.
It's the far side, right?
It's what's going on is the aliens are taking people from other planets and bringing them to Earth, and you guys are both paying tickets to look at each other. That's what it is.
Right.
There's a short story about this. I don't know who wrote this. I'm not going to be able to find it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If someone knows what I'm talking about, please bail me out because I can't name this thing.
All right. So anyway, Earth girls are easy.
Earth girls are easy. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've been talking a lot about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy recently because I've been playing Stellaris.
Have you seen one other thing in my stream before we get to Would You Rather? Ash, have you seen Monty Python Holy Grail?
I have, yes.
Ash saw it for the first time Monday night.
Pretend to not be able to speak at a place you work at. It's not going to work.
I work there, but how nuts would this be? No, Grey Wolf, you cannot.
You can't just. I can't speak.
Okay, don't.
Can you get fired for that?
Yeah, you get fired.
I don't think you can actually. No, you definitely can't get fired.
I don't work at In-N-Out, therefore I can go to In-N-Out and do the not speaking drill.
Right. Well,
so
what if you really did go to work though, and you're like, or what if you what if you really couldn't speak though? There's laryngitis going on. Right. So like you can't. Like if you got a really bad throat thing. I mean, you would be allowed to come to work with laryngitis.
The Enough About You show and its affiliates are not responsible for anyone who gets fired for doing an Enough About You stunt, okay?
Do not attempt this
at work. Do not attempt this at home. We're professionals.
You can attempt this elsewhere. It's not really a big deal. It's not hurting nobody.
Do not.
It's an innocent prank thing. Clowntown, what if you worked at a drive-thru window and a man came up to the window and he ordered one ice cream? An ice cream cone. You work at McDonald's and you do the soft serve ice cream dispenser. You give the cone to him.
Right.
He pays for the cone with his money in dollar bills. And he smashes the cone into his face.
I've seen that.
Okay, and then now he came back. Would you repeatedly give him cones for him to smash the cones into his face?
If he paid for it, yeah.
If he paid for it, it was fine.
I would laugh. I would go.
No matter,
yeah, way to go, bro. Good job, man.
I mean, there's probably something wrong with this guy. It's kind of messed up.
No, I would laugh and I would go, yeah, get it done, man.
So it doesn't matter what you do with the food as long as he paid for the food.
100%.
If he bought the entire store out and just threw it all on the ground and burned it, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm totally good with it. I mean, I'm not good with the waste, but it's now no longer my responsibility just to manage that food. I was. He has now taken responsibility for that food later. What he was going to do with that? He was going to ingest it and have it doo-doo out into a toilet, right? So,
yeah, but that's not waste. He ate it, so
far more horrendous things go on with that food when it's properly used than when it goes on the ground.
When it's properly used. No, I mean waste is certainly a thing. It would suck to take a friend out and have them pay for a meal, and then their meal they just pour that on the ground. I would be upset by that. I wouldn't like that. It was their food. Like if they threw it in the trash or something, they got dispose of it properly.
Well, if I paid for it, I would not like that at all. If they paid for it, I'd go. Well,
no. Why would it matter if you paid for it? So we went out with the food. I paid for the food. They got the food, and then they poured the food out on the ground. Would you be mad at that? They wanted to do that with their food. I mean, you paid for the food already. What they do with the food is
they would get one. That's their last meal they get from me.
That's the last time I'm never buying you food again, you bastard.
Right.
But what does that matter?
And
I mean, you paid for the food as a gift to them. They should be able to do whatever they want with the food.
Oh no. So, but okay, yes, but
that guy bought his ice cream cone. He could slam it in his own face.
If you and Ashley had abused the food that I bought for you at the Chili's that we had,
you just. What?
There would not be a second date. I'm just saying there wouldn't be a second date.
There was. No, okay, I'm wrong. You
right.
did bring me,
I courted you one further
you
time.
Finish that?
Yeah. And by the way, I know you guys would never do it because you are the ultimate. I will never waste food that I want.
I will never. I hate wasting food. The
right.
idea of it is repulsive. Right. Because I'm hungry all the time.
You're hungry all the time.
I have 2 kids. This is a weekly occurrence. The Toaster, really?
Yeah.
Kids just waste food all the time?
All the time. You have no idea.
You know what I do? I waste coffee a lot. Oh my god, I waste coffee a lot. What I will do is I will go boil a thing of coffee and then I'll just forget about it.
Forget about it. Right.
I will go to bed, wake up, like, oh man, I wasted a freaking cup of coffee.
Yep.
I've been really mad at myself recently because it's the Keurig cups and they're not super cheap coffee.
Gallons and gallons and gallons are wasted every month at my office.
Oh yeah, well, see, in an office environment, that's very different than
because no one pays for it. No one pays for it.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna go get coffee. Yeah, right. Yeah. No one effectively pays for it. Right. Yeah.
Right.
I hate that. It makes me mad at myself every single time I do it.
Right.
So I could not freaking. Okay, actually, I gotta tell you guys a story.
Okay.
One day, coming home from the old job, coming back from work, dropped by Whataburger, got myself some Whataburger. Coming into the house, I had too much stuff on my hands. I had one extra item for some reason in my hand that I normally did, and I couldn't hold the food and also the cup at the same time to open the door to unlock it and then turn the alarm off. So I put the cup down on the car, like on the top of it, and then did my thing. And then right as I'm unlocking the door, I lose balance on the hamburger in my hand. So I freaking throw my keys down and I grab the hamburger. Right then, that second, the Whataburger cup falls off the car, smashes onto the ground. It scares me. I lose control of the food in my hand. It goes on the ground. My drink is wasted. My food is on the ground. The hamburger's fine, but the fries are on the ground. I ate those fries.
Yes. Yeah. You should. Hey, the same way you are morally obligated to get yourself in shape before you get into that uniform, you are morally obligated to go after those fries.
I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
I almost had a mental breakdown.
Yes.
I try to be clean. I try to wash my hands.
Yep.
I try to stay sanitary.
Nope.
I ate those fries on the ground.
Get it done.
I put it back in the bag. I locked it out. Never happened. I already wasted my drink.
Yep.
I'm gonna eat these fries.
Right.
There's some gravel in there.
You're yeah, a little gritty.
A little gritty. It's okay.
A little gritty.
Still very tasty. Very nice.
Yep.
There's my waste food story.
All right, there you go.
Very sad moment for me.
All right, hang on.
I thought it was a very lovely story, and you tell it so well.
So well.
Such enthusiasm.
Leslie says we had the moose faces at work like a year ago. With some construction, an old office area that had an automatic coffee maker with water feed. People would turn it on and leave it on for hours to the point where there was charcoal at the bottom of the thing. It burns so much coffee. There's like a black goop at the bottom. Fries for the win. I love me some fries, Gary Wolf. That looks good on you, by the way.
All right, there we go. That does look good.
A very lovely story.
All right, it's time to do it.
It was a past time to do it.
It is.
Hey. Oh shoot! I don't actually think I filled out the survey this month. I think I missed it this month.
Oh my
I know,
God.
Shady. I think it's the first time I haven't. I actually had it open halfway down and I didn't hit the enter key.
Oh.
I got distracted. But -1 survey respondent. I love this. You do a great job with the music that you had in there. You dubs.
All right, how's that? Is that good audio level?
Probably up a little more. A tiny bit. No beat though.
All right, that's maxed.
All right, you're up.
All right. No. In fact, I am not.
Oh, that's right. I lost. Oh my gosh. I still owe you 50 push-ups too.
Yeah. You need to tag it onto your 4,000 or however many you owe.
So I'm at 1,050 now. I've been trying to keep people away from realizing the push-up counter should still be going up. Once we get to the new office, I have a whole new setup and stuff. So it'll be the end of this week.
All right.
Shoot, I have to go first.
Yep. All right. While you're thinking, I'm gonna lose it here in a second. Keep going.
Okay.
Shady, talk to Badger.
What?
He has to take a break? Why does he have to take a break? I had to take a break the time before last. He's like, "You're taking me to a break. What are you doing? What's going on? What is it? 2 hours long? You can't hold your bed for 2 hours."
I can't hold my bladder for 2 hours.
I had too much freaking coffee. Okay, I'm drinking water. Unlike you old fart.
It's probably time for his Metamucil.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Oh man, I'm leaning toward guys. Okay, everybody, whisper your answers real fast. Okay, I'm leaning toward the live-in masseuse or live-in butler because I would love to have a live-in butler.
Do not give Badger your answers.
Do not give Badger your answers. Listen to the words that are coming out of Shady's mouth. Do not.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Give Badger your answers.
I will ban everyone.
Can't ban them from whispering me, nerd.
I'm gonna ban you too.
The call's coming from inside the house.
Stop it. I'm blinking the answers right now.
Okay. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Oh god, is it Morse code or are you using some other form of
Very
encryption?
rare.
Very rare. Clowntown? Remember how mad you got at me last time I had to take a break? Yeah, I take a break! What do you mean I take a mid-show break? You called it a mid-show break. You had like a name for it. Did you enjoy your mid-show break?
Had
Did
to.
you like it?
Had to.
Did it take a doo pee-pee?
Had to. Yeah.
Did everything come out all right? There's no way you did number 2. You've been in there for an hour.
And,
I know that.
do you know my habits?
I think I do. I think I've known you long enough now. To
Oddly
know that
enough,
40 minutes is minimum time.
Oddly enough,
to take a number 2.
arguably some of my best work is done in a private bathroom.
For me, it's a shower. When I'm showering, my brain is like thinking of all the best stuff that I could do with my computer.
Really?
That's for when I do the best. Yeah, best work. I did a paper entirely in the shower one time for one of my classes.
Well,
Great.
I'm bringing some honey over for
shower time. Did you actually order some of the honey?
I did. I was too scared. I'm too scared. I can't order honey.
I wouldn't do that. Like I think what would happen would be like, hey, you can't have that. We're gonna fine you for wasting your time on the proposal system.
Right.
I don't think you can go to jail. Cops are gonna show up. Sir, is this your honey?
If we were making a bunch of money off this show, I would do it because then I would have fine money.
Who are those guys? There's a bunch of you guys who do podcasts, but I'm thinking of Rhett and Link. Rhett and Link would definitely do something like that.
Yeah.
They live in Cali anyway, so I think they probably could get away with it.
Yeah. Oh, they could do it. California, no problem.
Yeah, they would make way more money off of doing something like that than
Right.
the fines.
And that honey's expensive too. It's very expensive.
It is very expensive. I mean, honey is expensive anyway. Okay, so actually, if you factor in the price of normal honey to that honey, it's actually not super bad. It's
$35 a
expensive.
jar.
That's really not that bad for just honey. Honey is expensive.
Plus $35 shipping.
Okay, well the shipping you can't put the shipping in
Because they have a dude in an El Camino come drive.
El Camino. The front looks like a car. The back looks like a truck. The front is where you drive. The back is where you El Camino. El Camino. So that's a airborne thing. We had one new black hat. Black hat is what you call the airborne instructor. They can wear a black hat. It doesn't matter. They can be in any service.
Fist-sized jar, something like this. This is how big the jar is.
It's pretty small, but again, honey is expensive.
It is.
So in airborne school, there was one new black hat. It was his first what do they call it? First cycle, where it was his first time doing it. He was kind of a junior dude, and you have to run the cadence. We run pretty much airborne shuffle wherever we go. It's a endurance test for your legs, make sure that you're not going to snap your legs when you fall off an aircraft and slam to the ground. Anyways, he only knew one cadence, and he had to do running with us all the time. So, and it was El Camino, El Camino, and that was the entire thing that I just did. Is all that he did for multiple hours of running. People hated him desperately. Ashley's here. So you wanted to talk to Ashley?
No, that's all right. Let's do this, and then if we have time at the end,
Okay. No, too late.
she can relax. She can come.
Okay, I don't know what I want. I'm looking at this living butler here. Do you have to pay the living butler? I assume so.
Let's relative cost. I would assume a relative cost.
A relative cost.
You gotta buy one of them. You're paying $100 for a masseuse. You're paying $100 for a butler. Which one you want? So cost is taken out of it.
So if it's the butler is gonna be like a 24-hour gig, the masseuse is gonna live there. And well, if they're a live-in, don't the live-in people pay rent too?
No, they don't want to live with you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Have they seen how you treat your hats?
My hats. Grief takes good care of my hats. I'll have you know. Anyways, I feel like the live-in masseuse would cost less money because they work less often. Like only when they're doing masseuse activity, they're getting paid. I don't know how a live-in masseuse would work. Maybe we're not gonna pick that one then. I don't know.
What?
I'm still trying to decide here. Can all the grains of sand in a sandcastle? Can all the eyedroppers full of water and Olympic size? Okay, kill yourself is both of those.
It's kill yourself. It's kill yourself.
Yep. You see, I'm done here. All the grains of sand. This is actually like 1 billion grains of sand. It'd be your life's work.
You know how big an Olympic-sized swimming pool?
Do I know how big an Olympic-sized swimming pool is? Did you ask me that?
Yeah.
Did you seriously just ask me that? Do you know nothing about my background?
Have you been in the Olympics?
I was in the Olympics, yes, as a swimming guy who swam. In the 100-yard stroke. No, I don't know the size of an Olympic swimming pool or how many drops of water there'd be in there. I presume it would take a lot less time than counting the grains of sand in a castle.
Eyedroppers, though, man.
You're an eyedropper. Can I use a turkey baster? It's kind of an eyedropper.
Big eyes.
Why are you factoring cost? Because cost is like what that question's about.
It's a turkey baster's okay for really big eyes.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur eyes.
You're welcome. Olympic-sized swimming pool is 2.5 million liters, which is 660,000 U.S. gallons.
That's a lot of things of milk.
That's a lot of eyedroppers.
Okay, would you rather untangle a ball-sized knot of thread or fish in a large pond using only your hands until you caught something? I'm going to untangle a ball-sized knot of thread, and I think the audience will do the same because just putting your hands in a pond, man, you don't know what you're gonna get. You get cut, or you get sick. The turtle could bite your finger off quite literally. Easy peasy, no problem. Untangling a ball-sized knot of thread has no pain of injury.
Baseball. So we're talking.
It's gonna take you some time.
Look here. I have a baseball.
Do you also have a hockey puck? Why do you have?
I
it makes more sense to have a baseball. You just need to learn a different way to do it. What?
I found this in a parking lot actually. So here you go.
Why do you have it?
I don't know.
Did you look in the inside of it? Probably has drugs.
Oh, it had some honey in it.
You could. Maybe. Oh man, that would be a pretty nifty way to actually transport drugs in baseballs. Or no, that'd be cool. Here, catch this. It's about $1,000 worth of coke in there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. The knot seems way more doable of just pulling it. I don't want to get my hands dirty.
It's just gonna be a pain in the butt.
And it's the rare. I think this is a good one for the audience because the rare person will know how to bait a fish over to you. They'll probably be on their hands and knees at the shore.
Oh yeah, maybe so.
Probably wet in mud.
I would just be like in the pond, like, oh, come here.
No, and they would try and do that thing like with this fish spear. They'd go, and try and Karate Kid it or whatever, right? I think the next slam dunk here is I think the butler. I think.
I feel like you're not factoring in cost here. I think cost is what this. Could you afford to live in masseuse or live in butler?
I don't think it weighs into neither. If you're asking Blake, the answer is no.
Right. No,
But
definitely not.
I don't think that costs weighed into the mind of the reader in this regard.
Money didn't weigh into the mind of the reader.
Butler.
That was the first thing I thought of.
Butler, final answer.
But masseuse, final answer. Because, come on.
Yours?
The butler will do a lot of things, but the masseuse will do a lot more for you. I'm playing my SFX right now.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Hey,
Hi, puppy.
I will tell you that I
Assume it's free. What in life is free? Go tell me.
I assume. Did you know that I married a registered massage therapist?
Did you divorce them?
No,
Afterwards?
still
Why'd you
married.
say it like that. Okay.
I
am married too. Did you know I married a?
I'm married, but I'm still married. I used to do drugs, but I still do them too, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg joke. Yeah, it's like.
Would you rather it was free? Takes your time.
I
Take your
used to.
time.
I used
Time
to
is not
do.
free.
I used to do drugs. I mean,
I
still do them today,
drugs.
but I
Sorry,
used to do
yeah,
also.
I get real confused sometimes.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong. I did used to do drugs.
Right.
Oxygen is not free either. You have to have
I once-
things in your body to let you process
I
oxygen.
once married a registered massage
Dude.
therapist. I mean, I'm still married to her right now, but I once married
Right,
one.
okay.
So,
I just wanted to clarify that. I didn't think you had been into
and
there.
you know the number. Let me just show you the number of massages
No, I know.
I've gotten in the X number of years that we've been married.
0.0.
Yep.
Definitely. If you marry a professional cook because you think they're gonna make you a lot of really good foods, you are dumb.
You getting Pop-Tarts, bro? Yeah.
You're getting Pop-Tarts.
All right, your turn.
You do not want to do what you do for work at home.
Right. 100%. Zorro, how many gourmet meals do you
Yeah.
cook in your apartment?
You come home and you're like, hot pocket.
Yep, hot pocket.
0.0.
Yeah, how often do you make how often do you just treat yourself to just a gourmet ship?
0.0.
Yeah.
There you go.
0.
Yeah, I've been
None. See? Oh, look, he said none.
away from the bakery for a whole year, and I've only just now, finally gotten the urge of, I want something baked.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
cookies or a cake.
Yep.
Once you do something for work, you can lose passion for it. I'm lucky that I haven't lost passion for video games
Yeah.
after having worked in video games for 2 years now.
Your turn.
I actually really like this number 3. Would you rather work 6 days per week as a well-paid garbage collector, a researcher in a shark cage in an ocean teeming with ferocious sharks? Has anyone ever been injured in a shark cage? I mean, it's a shark cage for a reason.
Stand by for a video.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Got somebody getting busted in a shark cage. Sweet.
I think I know the video
Yep.
Clown's about to pull up. It blew my mind.
Yep, there you go. The title of this video is called Great White Shark Breaks Into Diver's Cage.
Okay, that's a good title. That is strong title.
Caught on tape. Oh, yeah. And these guys are thinking, homeboy's done. Let me turn this other music down.
Holy crap! What the hell?
Yeah.
This shark is pissed.
That
He's bleeding everywhere too.
Yep, that mother trucker gets through the little divider in the cage, and these guys are pulling up this diver, and they're thinking they're going to pull up just pieces of this guy. You see everybody.
It took them forever to react to this.
Well, you see them taking off their hats, like, oh my, when dudes take off their hat and go, oh my goodness, and they think, oh, I've just watched somebody die right here.
Yeah. He is totally fine now. That shark is definitely not totally fine.
That
It's
shark
bleeding
is
everywhere.
messed up. That cage got him. Yeah, and by the way, at the end of the video, somewhere around 1 minute and 24 seconds, the dude is giving himself chest compressions because he's so freaked out. So,
Jeez.
yep. But they pull that dude out. And everyone there looking from the boat down into that cage is going, I just watched the dude die.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah, that I mean, the shark was just trying to get away. I don't know why that's a stupid shark. Extra stupid shark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take that one now. Would you rather, without special clothing or gear, get hurled by a catapult into the ocean 100 foot from the shore, or get released from a submarine 50 feet underwater and try to swim up?
A trebuchet in that case would be way more effective. It can throw a
definitely a catapult. I don't know if
90 kilogram stone, 300 meters.
I don't think you would even get 100 feet from the store with a catapult. To be honest, catapults are not very good at that kind of thing. Catapults kind of suck compared to trebuchets, actually. I don't want to be thrown from a catapult though, so I'm gonna go with get released from a submarine 50 feet underwater and try to swim up. I feel like you would just float up, probably. Just deep breath. You're released, and then. Also, people are afraid of sharks, so I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pick get released from a submarine 50 feet underwater, and the audience is going to.
Wait, you did this one?
So do you clean the wetsuit or you just throw it away? I think you throw it away at that point. Actually, it probably cleaned itself, to be honest. No, I think it's probably okay. They probably reused that wetsuit. I mean, I imagine the guy was just like chilling on the bottom of the cage looking at this freaking shark freak out. Dang, audience. You guys are going to be dumb, I know it. Okay, audience is also going to get released from a submarine 50 foot underwater. 50 foot underwater is a long way. But pretty much anybody could just hold their breath until you get to the surface. Usually drowning doesn't happen just because you were deep underwater. I mean, what's the dive record? Like 500 feet or something like that with no gear?
Yeah, I don't know what the diving record is, but I've gone to the bottom of a 12-foot swimming pool.
Yeah, and that takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but the pressure on my chest and body and ears and all of that is pretty daunting. Like I was very uncomfortable. 50 is a lot of feet.
Okay, so the record is 100 meters, which is 328.08
right.
feet. So you're well within tolerable range.
I'm in the
for,
camp
like the best ever.
I'm in the camp of getting trebucheted and just awesome.
Into cement? I mean,
no, into the ocean.
There are people that pay. I mean, yeah, but the surface tension of water makes it hard as cement at a certain velocity. I don't know if you'd hit that velocity while being shot from a catapult. I don't really want to try it.
Oh, hurled. So, hurled.
Yeah, you're getting chucked.
Oh, dude, that would be so glorious. I did something. By the way, I did something similar in Ark.
50 from a sub, and you're gonna get the bends and die. Seriously?
I don't think so.
50 feet, you're gonna get bends.
I don't think you're gonna get bends at 50 feet. If specifically since the world record is 328, right? So
it's 6 times that amount is the record. More than 6 times the amount. I gotta get the bends and die.
Right. All right. So I'm still flying through the air. I think the audience is probably gonna go with yours because flying through the air with a catapult there's a lot of inaccuracies in that, but I think I'm going for it.
I don't know. I'm not sure which is more dangerous. I feel like 50 feet is not that much. It would be over in seconds.
It'd be tough.
It would not take you a whole minute to swim 50 feet even. Most people can hold their breath 1 minute.
Yeah. All right. So mine is...
Let me get a 1 in chat if you can't swim. I had not factored people who just simply cannot swim.
Right.
Okay. Go for it. You got 2 tough ones.
Yeah. No, I think I'm I think I'm going the eyedropper here. With the swimming pool. I think
Zoro, you work on a ship. You can't swim?
Zoro,
Keen, you can't swim either? Jason, you also can't swim? What the hell?
my 2 kids are on the swim team. Like I say, they're fish. They're fine.
Goat also can't swim? What the hell, guys? Learn to swim. Is slow you fast. I love that you're terrible at English, Max.
No, it's fine, Max. You're good. Just to motivate you, awesome. So
I'm not supposed to swim. You're not wrong.
1 if you can't
but
swim.
I'm just saying, so
Right.
I mean, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, you said 1 if you can't swim.
Yeah, I know, but anybody who puts a number in obviously can't swim.
No. I'm the
Yes.
opposite of can't swim. He's a 2.
Then why'd you put a number in chat?
This
I
is
can assume it's
exactly
not
what
that
I
well.
just said to Jason. Why did you put a number in? He's like, you said to put a 1 if you can't swim. And I was like, yeah. Did he ask for another number? No.
So you're double can't swim.
So yeah, you're twice as much can't swim.
Right.
I mean, any number was an affirmative to me.
So
If you put a number in the chat,
counting,
I just assume that you can't swim.
I want to say it's way harder to count grains of sand than counting eyedroppers, because eyedroppers is there's in the lab, in the chemistry lab, you can get pretty accurate with eyedroppers and do the
You're
thing.
thinking about this too hard.
But sand will get over it. It's just like Anakin said. I hate it.
But-
It gets everywhere. It's coarse.
It killed my mom.
It killed my mom. I have the high ground. You know, so. Yeah, hang on, let me get that quote.
Tiebreaker?
It's irritating. It's
Evaporation?
rough. It's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
Sand.
Sand.
Well, the thing about counting the sand, what you would really be doing is you'd be pouring it on a scale. That would count the sand for you effectively. If you knew the weight of 1 grain.
Under penalty of
Sand.
death, I'm counting each one.
Well, yeah, you can count each one without having to physically go 1, 2, 3. You could actually do the same thing with the eyedroppers. Technically, you could just look at the pool,
And
get the eyedropper.
under penalty
drop
of
it
death,
out.
I'm measuring. I'm not interpolating.
But I mean, the guy who is gonna kill you is like, I want to know how many grains of sand are in the sand castle.
All right, here you go. They
He's
once
not
asked.
like individually count these.
This right here is why I picked the eyedroppers, is because we don't like sand because it's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. So just
Sure,
look,
I
look
get
at
it.
the- look at the screen.
You like Star Wars. Yeah, I got it.
There you go.
I'm a Star Trek guy myself.
I
Okay,
know.
so your Anakin references are wasted on me. What do you get your approximate? Which would be fine, right? That guy's not going to shoot you because you gave him an answer within, 99% accurate. I don't need to have 99.99% accuracy.
Well, you can pick one because you're talking yourself out of the rest of your life here. You finally got it to where you can play video games for a living.
Look, if under penalty of death, this guy has a machine gun to me, hey, count these sands out. Like, we're gonna go with the estimate. And if he shoots us, he was gonna shoot us anyway. Okay? There.
All right, you're going sand.
Okay, I guess I'm go either.
So you're going
They're
sand?
both equivalent. I'm gonna go with eyedroppers though.
You are? See? See? It's better. You know why?
I think eyedroppers is
It's
slightly
coarse,
better,
it's
yeah.
rough, it's irritating, it's everywhere.
The sand just kind of sucks.
Right. All right. Your last one. You got the garbage collector or the shark. 6 days a week. Nothing but researching a shark cage, and those sharks are going to jump into that cage with you, or well-paid garbage
Yeah,
collector.
I'm actually going to be the researcher in the shark cage because I know there's actually it's much more dangerous to be a garbage collector. Surely, like getting hit by vehicles, cutting yourself on stuff. I'm sure there's like a million things that could go wrong being a garbage collector. There's probably a lot less things that could go wrong being a researcher in a shark cage. You're probably mostly okay. You certainly have more money employed to your craft. You're more well respected. You don't have to do a whole lot of manual labor. You don't have to be in the shark tank taking notes or something like that. I'm gonna go with that, but I think the audience is gonna go with garbage collector because sharks are scary.
Right. Audience is garbage collector?
Audience is gonna collect some garbage.
Okay. All right. I'm in the shark cage too. You're correct about it's less dangerous.
Definitely less dangerous.
It is. It would be.
For sure.
So, yeah. Anything to do with that's what we learned when we looked through all the accidents at one time and deaths in America. Anything that has to do with roadways is deadly, right?
Yeah, for sure. Anything to do with driving is going to be more deadly than dealing with sharks.
Yeah.
Darafin, get out of here. My favorite ship on Star is also the Enterprise.
I'm kind of an Excelsior man myself. I don't know.
Totally.
And then competing with maybe second place to Reliant. I don't know. So tread lightly, sir.
Everyone's like, "Oh, my garbage collector guy uses the truck to pick stuff up." No, they don't.
Yeah, but
Not all of them do that.
But you
those
could
are the industrial ones.
Right. How much you want to bet I could hit that button and then go accidentally trip and fall and get caught up in one of those arms that lifts me up and puts me in the back? So that's definitely.
I bet you. No, it's fine, Griggle. If you don't know anything about Star Trek or Star Wars, just let us know your address and we'll come Shanghai you. Nothing bad's gonna happen. You're not gonna get on the train.
Oh, mercy. All right.
Just gonna hog tie you up and then bury you in the sand and then pour snakes on your face.
All right. So Shady, let's get our stingers ready here.
Is that a bee joke?
No, it's called a stinger. A stinger is this.
These are the big plastic. West dude, I want you to do what I want you to do for me, West dude. I want you to go outside. I want you to record the. Will you stop it?
Sorry.
The garbage man taking your trash. I want to see exactly how he does it. Okay. Well, about the Heart of Gold and Infinite Probability Drive.
I agree.
Well, that is a really, really, really good series.
That's a great
one. I don't actually think it holds a candle to Star Trek for me.
All right.
I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
So, question number 1: would you rather? You did the. Which one did you do first? Okay. You did
started from the bottom.
Yeah, you start from the bottom. All right. Fish in a large pond. All right. Would you rather fish in a large pond using only your hands if you caught something, or B, untangle a baseball-sized knot of thread? We all said the ball of thread. Where's the thing? Survey says William answered untangle the ball. And let's see. All right, he got that one correct.
Correct answer, ladies and gentlemen. Correct answer.
Correct answer. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Ball's in my court.
Slam dunk. All right. We said live in. I think we did the second one just now with the butler and the masseuse. Yep. All right. Would you rather?
We did that.
Would you rather have your own personal A, live in masseuse, or B, live in butler? I think it's a slam dunk. Butler does way more for you than a masseuse. You could buy your own mechanical masseuse.
No, what? No, you could not.
you could buy a mechanical masseuse, but then I think he said masseuse, but I think it's going to be a live-in butler. Survey says French cam. Oh yeah, easily, handily into the butler. So point for Badger, point for Blake.
All right, all tied up.
All tied up.
All still in my court, though. I still have 2 questions. If everybody gets it all right, then I still win.
Right. The advantage to the loser last time. All right, and then the third one is this top one, right?
I see you, Westy. Okay.
Would you rather, without special clothing or gear, get hurled by a catapult, not a trebuchet, into the ocean 100 feet from the shore, even if you weighed...
I still don't think you would go 100 foot in a catapult.
Right.
Yeah.
Or get released from a submarine 50 feet underwater and try to swim up. I said the catapult, but William says the audience and himself would do 50 feet. It's probably not a big deal, but we're not sure about the number of strong swimmers. Survey says.
I'm not sure either.
All right, and as it would happen, the audience agrees with me because they are not strong swimmers. They would rather go hurling through the air.
Dang it.
And
I should have known you turds would pick catapulting.
and be catapulted through the air. I think that'd be way more fun. And by the way, I'm a swimmer, but I'm not a very strong
You
swimmer.
don't have to be a strong swimmer to float up.
Yeah,
That's how oxygen works.
It's very uncomfortable. I'll just tell you. All right.
Sure, it'd be a bit. You got thrown from a catapult into water.
You know what you would hear if I was thrown from a catapult into water a long way away? Woo!
Yeah, I agree.
That'd be
You're probably
awesome.
right. And then I would hear, and then that would be it.
And then I'd get back to you, Badger. You gotta do that, buddy. Oh man, that's so good.
You'd hit the water. You'd pass out. You'd drown.
Get out of my way. I'm doing it again.
I mean, I've gone to water parks and stuff, but and gone onto the super high slide and go,
You're right.
but never slam myself into water.
Look, bitter Benny. Yeah, he lost the point. All right. Would you rather, on the penalty of death,
These are wrong. There was a right answer and a wrong answer. Hold on.
Yeah.
We need a Wilhelm scream. This is what you would have done.
Oh, is it?
Wait, is it?
Do you want me to grab that one that Max just sent?
What is it, Max send? What? I'm looking for the Wilhelm scream because this is what you would do. Oh my god, don't look up at Max. Oh my god, actually maybe do look at what Max sent.
That's all the ships?
I don't know what this is. Actually, I have to look into it. Oh, it is all the ships. Yeah.
All the ships and all the movies?
Sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
Starship size comparison chart. Yeah.
Oh. Battlestar Galactica? Warhammer 40K is on there? I can't put that on the thing. Star Wars ships are on there?
Eat shit. The Tau Empire Crew Battlesphere.
The Trade Federation
It's pretty
ships?
cool.
Focus.
What? Hello?
What?
Focus.
Wow.
We're looking at sci-fi ships
That
now.
is very cool, Max.
That
Thank
is a
you very
very
much.
cool sheet, yeah.
All right. Well, would you rather? All right, back to this. We'll grab this. We'll grab this for next show. Would you rather?
Yeah. Good idea.
Under penalty of death, count all the grains of sand in a sandcastle and count, or B, count all the eyedroppers full of water in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We all went eyedroppers. Both of these suck, but we all went eyedroppers.
Suck, but
Survey
eyedroppers.
says. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are impossible to beat because you just put me in the winner's circle again.
2 in a row for me.
2 in a row.
Sucks.
Slam dunk.
I don't know. I'm
Eyedroppers.
now.
It feels
I
more.
answered so wrong to the catapult thing. You guys.
It feels more accurate to do water than sand, because it's rough.
It feels
it's
more
coarse,
accurate.
It's irritating.
Surely.
It gets everywhere.
Probably about. Why do you like that quote so much?
Well, because it's true. And look, I mean, this game we're playing. Right
I mean, I don't like sand either, but could you imagine if you accidentally spilled some of the water from the pool?
You just suck it right back up in your dropper and start over.
What, on the cement? Like, I don't know, what environment are you in? You put like a thing, like a tarp down? to
Oh
prevent
yeah,
the
I
water
would.
from-
Oh yeah, I would make some adjustments to my deal because I'm a scientist.
How much could you adjust it though? You can't like hire a crew to help you under pain of death.
Would you rather work 6 days a week? This is for some bragging rights here only, because the record shows me in the win column for 2 in a row. Would you rather work 6 days a week as a well-paid garbage collector, A, or B, a researcher in a shark cage? I think we're all going shark cage is probably an easier answer than garbage collector.
I think people are still going to say garbage collector though.
Yeah, there will be some of this, but survey says. Oh, let's do the thing. Tension building.
Yep.
And look here.
Yep. Dang
How
it! I missed a
about
win.
that? 2 in
I
a
missed
row.
win. It's 2-3.
No, 4 to 1.
What? A well-paid garbage collector is the correct answer.
Right. And you.
I said that people would.
Oh,
say,
you did it! Yay! There you go. 3-2.
Get out of here, you. It was close, actually, though.
Oh man, that's good.
Man.
Yay! Blake
I gotta get
wins.
Oh no, you didn't steal that from me. You stole that from me, you bastard.
Clap Towers, see when you're coming over.
That's ours. You can't take that from us.
No,
God
the
dang it.
one that I did take, it's from Soundplant.
Oh!
I use that
Say that.
all the time, all day
That was
on
a
that
good
one.
one, yeah.
That is a good one.
I like the shots fired one too. It's pretty good. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, I don't have it on this machine. I've got it on mine, so the audience will hear it, but you can't.
So,
But the
I have to make a confession about that sound drop. The way I found that sound drop is I typed into YouTube, and this is exactly what I typed. And I actually kind of feel bad about this. Black people react is what I typed, and it gave me that sound drop.
Okay, is Google racist?
I don't think Google is necessarily racist, but I think that might have been a little bit of racism from me.
I don't think so.
Because that's exactly what I typed in, and I was like, "Yep, that's the sound effect."
That's the sound effect I want.
It's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Google.
Thank you,
It's
Google.
exactly what I needed. And the video and the SFX are all titled exactly that verbatim. I felt bad downloading it and using it, but it's perfect.
Hey, What?
I don't know.
Whatever it
I don't
gives you.
know.
Is Ashley hanging out? Is she in chat or no? She what's she doing?
Ashley, I don't know where she's at.
Okay, that's right. Maybe we can do that for next time.
Okay.
We can save my little my bit for next time when she's less.
Next time I will be in the new office.
Oh,
So
will
get hyped
you?
for that?
Are you Are you doing it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Are we doing it?
Are you actually moving like this week?
Yeah, this weekend, Sunday, we have the truck. Everything should be gonzo. We don't mess around here. Okay.
My goodness.
Oh,
yes, Toaster. Put me in that. I would love it.
Very good.
I'll upload my stuff too.
Toaster makes me tons of sound effects.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Some of them I hate. Some of them I love. Sometimes I hate initially, and some of them I love later.
And you grow.
Sometimes they'll send me one like, "That's a terrible one." I listen to it 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Didn't say the magic word.
Oh God, please! Why'd you say that? Get out of here.
Right.
I don't know why I picked that one even. Do you remember where that's from? Do you know Jumping Around?
No.
That's what.
Oh
if
yeah,
I
you
hit
know
the
jump.
space
Yeah,
bar,
your space bar, right?
I didn't say the magic word.
I thought you had one that was wah, 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 every time you hit the button. Did it start off with that?
No. I've only ever had it as
Oh.
Maybe no. I also introduced the wah wah wah.
Yeah.
At the same time, but it was for something different.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you had put that one onto a hotkey command, and it kept going off while you were making a elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
At some point, when I first got SoundPlant, like Control W was
Right.
a sound effect, and I would do Control W all the time on accident, and just be like, "Oh yeah, there's an SFX playing now." Whoops, sorry guys about that. And it took me forever to fix that. The book only run was great, yeah.
The next.
All right,
the
I'm
next.
gonna be playing Stellaris for the foreseeable future. So
The next Would
for
You
that.
Rather is going to be all about Jedi powers.
oh really?
Right.
Would you rather have Force Choke or
Force choke, Force lightning, Force leap, Force push.
Only bad guys can have Force Choke and Force Lightning now.
You shut your mouth right now before I whip
it's true.
out some Star Wars lore. There are some good guys that learned lightning that crossed over.
No, they're bad guys then.
Nope.
You have to use dark power to do the lightning thing.
False.
For your thingy jiggers to do mean stuff, you have to be a bad guy.
No.
You have to have at least a little bit of Sith in you.
No.
Go play a video game, Clowntown. Okay.
But the whole
That's
thing
all my
about the
Star
Force,
Wars
the Force
lore.
Awakens, is that there's someone who's going to bring balance to the Force, which means they're going to have some equal parts of light and dark. There's some question as to whether that was Mace Windu, because he used a purple lightsaber, which is the balance between light and evil and good, and because he does some moves like him. And anyway, there's a whole thing on YouTube. You can go ask about Mace Windu,
He dead,
the balance.
though.
Yeah.
He dead.
Nope, he fell.
He dead.
He fell.
He dead.
He got hit by lightning, which Luke got hit by lightning and lived, and he fell from a long distance. How many Jedi have you seen fall from a long distance? We don't know.
How many action heroes have I seen die from falling for a long distance? 0.
Did you see? Did you find a body?
Yeah, I don't even think it even matters. We found the body.
Did you find the body? I want the truth.
Wait, are you telling me that anytime I can't produce a body, a person's not dead? So Jimmy Hoffa is like running around still?
I
Been missing for
mean,
years. Would you rather have a bowcaster or phaser? Would I rather have a bow? A bowcaster is a phaser, isn't it? The bowcaster is just a crossbow that shoots laser beams.
do me a favor and hit the button and said set phasers to stun. Hit your radio button right now, and then say this phrase, quote, set phasers to stun.
Solar set phasers done.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, thank you.
I don't really think that is I think it's a Star Trek thing, not a Star Wars thing that said phasers to stun. Because phasers are from Star Trek.
No.
And bowcasters from Star
Scene
Wars.
from episode 4 where they said
Don't even.
No, set blasters to stun. And they
Set blasters to stun.
they hit Princess Leia with a stun ray. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, in the back.
Isn't this so nice just to be able to like, oh, let me hit a button on my gun. This won't kill anyone anymore.
Right.
That'd be sweet. You
So-
know, load different bolts for that normally.
Yeah. Oh, it's a dial.
One day Riker flew the X-wing. Darafin, you really know your lore, don't you?
The Riker Fleet X-Wing. All right. What do you got going on this weekend? Moving?
Moving. Streams will be sporadic as usual, and we'll be moving.
Catch as catch
And It'll
can?
be super stressful and annoying and frustrating, and I'll have to figure out how to paint a green screen wall, and yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well,
great.
best of luck to you. If you need any help, I'm busy.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
So
It's fine.
So for me, I've got my weekend giveaway per usual. One of these. I'm still looking to where I can. I'm still looking for an opportunity to play Factorio because Factorio has released a gigantic update with researches all different. I played it offline for about an hour and realized I remember nothing.
You guys have memorized some complex stuff.
I remember a whole lot of nothing from that game, and I suck again.
Nick 9.
Right.
0.0 things.
0.
I think we'll catch on to it really fast. I remember you teaching me very well how Victoria worked.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of that, and I remember some of the techniques that I use. But yeah, robots.
I mean, there's literally like a microchip that you build. Like you build a microchip.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's any other way to explain that game. If you guys haven't seen Factorio, you know what I was thinking yesterday?
$20. Go get it.
I play a lot of complex games, and I realized that I have trouble making it so that these complex games I'm playing are accessible to everybody. So like when I'm playing Wormworld, someone will be like, "Badger, what is this game about?" And I'll be like, "Sorry, dude. It would be impossible for me to teach you this game.
It's
you
tough.
really have to have hands-on for this game. I want to get better at having a new person come in and know what the hell is going on.
Right.
That's pretty difficult.
By the
Toaster, you were a giant nerd.
yeah.
Get out of
By
here.
the way, I reset. We wiped our server in Arc, and
Oh, right. Something really bad happened, didn't it? Like
Yeah,
you guys cried
we
yourself
had-
to sleep a whole bunch.
we had data corruption and all this, and we just all collectively made the decision. All right, let's wipe, get rid of our data collection. Let's move. We also moved the server from a different location to move it off that hardware box to make sure it wasn't hardware.
Okay.
And lo and behold, when I announced into my stream that we were moving that and we were wiping and starting new, I got like 10 new subs to join
So
the
yeah,
server.
you're starting new? Yes, do it. Yeah, the starting new thing is a big draw all the time. A lot of times when I play a game,
We're
I will
wiping
only
every weekend. Every weekend we're wiping.
yeah, no, I think that's a reasonable thing. A lot of guys do that actually. Every single weekend. Hey, I'm here. I've been watching our channel. I'm waiting for a fresh start to jump in with you guys.
Right.
Oh, okay. And in 2 weeks we wipe.
Yeah.
In 1 week we wipe.
Right.
I think it's you guys could. I think the biggest thing, the strength of your stream right now is you get a follower and that follower stays around and they stay around and they watch Arc and they enjoy Arc and they do the Arc
Yeah.
thing. And you guys have so much infrastructure set with Arc.
I would get a lot more followers playing Terraria, but the
Yes.
viewer retention was not as it is.
I
get
agree.
way-
because it's a multiplayer thing you're doing.
I get way fewer followers on Arc, but the viewer retention is a lot better. Like they
Right.
stick around.
I agree.
Yeah, and they
I still think
participate
your
and they
stream is
talk.
going in a strong direction.
It feels
Trust on
slower, but
I think it should do. I think it should be fine.
the pocketbook that's coming in is way better than it was, and the steady growth is way better than it was.
Ain't messing around. Ain't
messing
messing around.
So
Meanwhile, I am swapping
Yeah.
between. You know what I realized also while contemplating making a game more interesting for everyone who watches? Some games I feel uncomfortable playing on stream.
yeah,
Like strategy games. I don't like playing those games on stream because I think they're boring. And I think I need to get away from that because if I want to play a strategy game, I'll just play it by myself. But what I need to do is I need to do what I do with games that I think that are interesting to watch, like RimWorld or Terraria, with the strategy games because I love them just as much, and I realize they're not actually boring
right,
because I like them, so you guys like them too.
right.
I apologize for not. I've been playing tennis Lars recently. I haven't been playing on stream as much as I should be. We will do though. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
I'm also doing that. By the way, we are closing in on about 6 weeks till the family leaves to Australia, and so I'm putting together a stream plan. Like I'm gonna get scientific with this stuff and try some stuff that I would not have the time or patience or chutzpah to try with Ash here.
Chutzpah.
So
Chutzpah.
stay tuned.
Party at Clown Towns?
Party at Clown
Woo!
Towns, man.
Towns.
We're gonna I've always wanted to do the Jackbox party. That seems kind of fun, so I'll do that.
Maybe I
on
actually could
occasion.
come over there. Clowntown. Maybe I could take a trip over there, hang out for a couple days, and we
There's-
could do some on-scene recording.
There's no way you would get
No
out of
way?
your house.
That's possible.
I would have to come to you.
I need we need to do. We're doing more stuff around Houston. I'm trying to. So
Because
I need to get into the habit of.
Because what I would hear is we would get to the point where you were getting ready to leave, and you would look look up on Discord and you go, okay, can you just come here?
Just give up right at the last second.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, all right, I got to get my shoes on. No, wait, can
you know,
you just swing by?
Can we just do? We'll just do over internet. It's fine. Can you just pick me up? It's fine.
Thank you guys for being here. We are
You guys are the best.
you guys are the
We love
best. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing the Would You Rather. Thank you
The
for
best.
helping
The best.
Badger lose again. That's my favorite part.
I had you going. I had you on the ropes.
Yeah, I was down 6 in a row. So, anyway,
8.
6.
8 in a row.
Shady.
It's
6.
Yes.
It was 6.
8.
How many times in a row did I lose? 6.
8.
Oh, you getting 8?
I don't think it was that many.
It was 8.
All right, Shady will go back and look for us. You can post it in Discord. Thank you, man.
Hey, Cloud, we run the numbers over here. Yeah, it was 8 over.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Enough
That
defense, okay?
settles it. That settles
There
it.
you go. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Stay motivated. Stay awesome. And remember, stretch.